to feel it, you've got to be clean. You got to make it straight, you can't be lean. Share the joys togetherness can bring. To the true soul, you just have to cling, and then you will feel it, feel it, feel. You'll feel the soul inside of you. up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good.
Good morning, welcome to the program today, Thursday, 21st of July. End of the program week here. Thursday, 21st of July, end of the program week here. And the numbers are 619 1508, 619 1508, and 279 8473, 279 8473. We have a good friend of the program. Our birthday is 2 days time, but we won't be on the air. Our birthday is 2 days time, but we won't be on the air. So I want to play a couple pieces of music for her. Miss Thompson. Birthday coming up on Saturday, 23rd of July. That's the same date as the birthday of His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie, 23rd of July. This 23rd of July will be 130 years since him born. Anyway, it's Miss Thompson's birthday. I have a piece of music named Jean by various artists. Make we hear it now, please. Jean for Miss Thompson.
I'm searching for a Jean. Oh, Jean, my beauty queen. Oh, where in the world could I be my darling Jean? Oh, Jean, I think you're a queen. Oh, you mean? Oh, Jean, you got the love I need. Lord, can't you see how I'm going up in steam? Overcomes the day and the nights are so cold, Lord, can't stand the pain of night and day to rain. Oh, Jean, oh, Jean, my darling Jean, oh, Jean, can't you hear my plea? Lord, can't you see I'm going up in steam? Oh, Jean, why are you acting so mean? Oh, Jean, where in the world could you be? Sugar in my coffee and sugar in my tea, that's
Yeah, man, a piece of music by Koch in the 90s no, 80s. In the 80s by Koch named Gene, that for Miss Thompson. Our birthday will be Saturday coming. And we expect to be joined by some people coming to talk about the celebration of the birthday of Haile Selassie on Saturday coming. Supposed to hear from them about 12:30. And as I said, the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. 279-8473. And condolence to King Patrick, all time rock tone sound system operator from Augustown. King Patrick, mother passed away last night at 95 years old. So our condolences to King Patrick of Augustown. Rock tone hi-fi and them sound system from that time. So meanwhile, in a Tivoli and from prison in America, Dudus are still around government. And still around courthouse and a trial case. And still have prisoner. I still have prisoner and courthouse and government alongside Mackenzie, the MP down there, and Holness, the Labour Right Prime Minister. But Holness and Chang, I tell a compound say, them for turn in and license firearm. Them I tell a compound for turn in and license firearm. But Dudu's government still around the alongside Holness and alongside Desmond Mackenzie. Dudu's government. And I run courthouse and I run prison. I'm all prison down there, morgue. Prisoner, morgue, and cemetery. And guess where? Guess where them part of them cemetery there? Rasta City. Old time name that you know. Because in the 40s and 50s, majority of Rastafarian at them place they down in the dongle and near the waterfront. Them have to go capture land and build up a little Rasta City. Them can live free and go and do them thing. Rasta City. And Siaga and Bustamante. Siaga and Bustamante decided to mash down all Rasta and Gaviites from out of them places. Bakawal and Rasta City. Mash down all Rasta from out there, including Prince Emmanuel. That's how Bubba leave out of Spanish Town Road. Siaga and Bustamante decided to mash down all people. Because the whole of down the side have so much Rastafari, right? Them call it Rasta City. Up to now, them still have the name Rasta City, but it turn them gangster morgue and prison where them have down there and torturing chamber, dungeon, them have down there. That's what them good for. Meanwhile, now the relatives of Donna Lee Donaldson, that woman, young woman, 24-year-old, who disappear from the site of our friend and company, our friends and family and company. Disappear about 1 week now or more. And our supporters keep up demonstration after demonstration. First place them keep up a demonstration and a chant out is outside the policeman house where you used to treat Donna Lee Donaldson bad. He used to treat her bad, say her boyfriend. Say our boyfriend. Well known for treating her bad. Them keep demonstration in front of them house. Saying where she is because I'm suspicious. From the first day I heard it, I heard some people on radio talk about it yesterday. But from the first day I heard it, I said to myself, because the family did give it the understanding. When him can't find her, him always call and ask for her. Or when him want to talk to her, him call and ask for her. This time now him call and say, when last you see her? You know see, him not ask for her now. And him not ask if she is there. Him ask when last you see her. Right away, you know, say you have to get suspicious. How come him a call for say 2 days later to say when last you see her? Because that is what him want to know. Him no want to know when last you see her. Him want act as if him not see her. But him not call and ask for her now. Which sound like him know say she not there. And him know say she couldn't be there. When last you see her? Give away talk them there now. And yet the police force don't want to take him off of duty and investigate him properly. The police force will protect him. And the government will protect him. Anyway, them keep up a next demonstration again. Up a Constant Spring station now where the boy is stationed. Yeah, the friends and family of Donna Lee Donaldson keep up another demonstration. Very vibrant too, mostly women. outside Constant Spring Station. I hot up them heel because them have him inside their work. Have him inside their work, you know, have him in there amongst hundreds of policemen and high-ranking policemen where him can communicate with them and make arrangement. That is what happening now. He's at work where him can make arrangement, not have him make it on the phone. Where him can make arrangement, where him can find out from them what go on. And any latest thing come up, him can find out from them. Say, boy, them find out, say this and that. Them find out, say, your handkerchief, that is there. And them find out this and them find out that. So him is right on the spot with them. Where them can give him information more and where him can find out things and set up things more. Also the friends and family. Upper Constant Spring Station. Yesterday I demonstrate all day. Them say Alfredo McGregor pass them, stop him. And them a question him. Not the demonstration stop him now. Somebody press who up there or watch the demonstration. Freddie McGregor stop and show him solidarity with the people who demonstrate against crime and violence, especially against women and children. And Freddie McGregor game sound against them. Against them what? Not taking the man off duty and frontline duty where him can find out everything we are going and him can cover him tracks. But what do you think the friends and family of Donaldson do? And the supporters? They are teaching the Jamaican people how to organize and how to protest. I don't know if you know that are going. That's great. And all of the people who keep them protest and organizing, they are teaching the Jamaican people because a whole heap of issue the Jamaican people have, you know. And the whole of them is against the government and the super rich, including the gangster them. The whole of the demonstration where the people them get to organize and learn how to organize now is against the government and the super rich, including the gangster them. And the whole of the gangster them inside of the police force. Several large gangs are inside the police force, and several small gangs are inside the police force. And several gangs are from outside to inside the police force. Some of the gang outside and some inside there. Starting with the JLP. Well, last night I watched the World Champs and see one country in Eastern Europe. One of them all-time communist country now. Eastern Europe. And we think I run for them. Now I'm black woman. Black woman run for them and run a hell of a race in the what? What was it? 1500 meter? They run a hell of a race. No, steeplechase. Steeplechase and win the race from start to finish. And make Kazakhstan get medal in athletics. Must be the first time ever get medal in athletics. Kazakhstan, communist white country way up in Europe then. Yes, you are going every country in the world, black, white, and brown. Have black people around for them, man and woman around for them. And I elevate them. I soon tell you something about Tufton and the Labour right them and the health ministry, but let's take the telephone first. Good morning and welcome to the program. Morning and welcome to the program. Are you there? Good morning, welcome to the program. You're not. One more time. Good morning, welcome to the program. No, you're not. All right. Tufton way. So I'm a health minister. I'm a doctor, but I'm not a doctor of medicine. I'm a doctor of all kind of different things. Not medicine. Them don't know nothing about medicine. Don't know nothing about health and medicine. But I'm a minister of health. Him advise them, can't I hear them make speech, you know? People advise them and tell them what to talk about, you know. Him advise them, he has been advised that the nature of crime and disturbances in Jamaica, the nature and the way of the crime them are going and the disturbance them are going in Jamaica, it showed that what? Mental illness is the cause of most of the crime. Mental illness. Tufton advisor them tell him that mental illness is the cause of the crime most of it. And him say that 30 to 40% of the population, that means about 1/3 of the population or more, 30 to 40% of the population is mentally unhealthy, and is that lead to the crime. And he is also afraid of the effect of the name Bellevue. So him know say a high percentage of the people in Jamaica mentally ill, and is that cause the crime. Excuse me, making up. But him is very disturbed about the name and afraid of the effect of the name Bellevue. Why I think him afraid of the effect of the name Bellevue? Because the bell is the Jamaica Labour Party symbol. And him know say, anytime you talk about madness and Bellevue, it ring a bell in the people mind. Say the Jamaica Labour Party not righted. A matter of fact, the Jamaica Labour Party is a large reason for them mental bad health in Jamaica. Imagine Tufton I say, he want to change the name of Bellevue, because it remind people too much of the Jamaica Labour Party. Imagine, I told you, remember I tell you this morning, 21st of July, remember I told you this morning, Tufton want to change the name of the mental hospital because it ring a bell in a people mind when them hear Bellevue, them think of the government of Jamaica. When I write it, I'm telling you, Tufton is planning to change the name of Bellevue Hospital because it's too near to the JLP symbol. Remember I tell you. I have a piece of music named You Can Ring My Bell. I have the one named Ding Dong Bell. Alright, check out that one for me. Ding Dong Bell. Let's go hear that one first. You Can Ring My Bell. Because Tufton and the labor right them disturb about the mental illness, image, and branding of the Jamaica Labour Party. Let's go. You can ring my bell. Let's go. Yes, man, we're going to play one old time Nurse Arrive now. Them thing I disturb Tufton and the JLP. Because the image of madness. I remember, the 30 to 40% of the people who him say mentally ill in Jamaica, it approximates or is roughly the same percentage that vote. It's roughly the same percentage of people that vote in the election. 30 to 40%, more precisely, 37% of people who decide that them will go along with JLP and PNP. So that same approximate percentage of people in Jamaica mentally ill. The same percentage that we vote and we're willing to live under JLP and PNP. I could hear this all time, man. All time music.
Ding dong bell, pussy's in the well. Who put her in? Little Johnny Flynn. Who pulled her out? Little Tommy Stout. Who pulled her out? Little Tommy Stout. What a naughty boy was that to try to jump a pussycat. Ding dong bell, pussy's in the well. Who put her in? Little Johnny Flynn. Who pulled her out? Little Tommy Stout. Who pulled her out? Little Tommy Stout. What a naughty boy was that to try to jump a pussycat. Ding dong bell, pussy's in the well. Who put her in? Little Johnny Flynn. Who pulled her out? Little Tommy Stout. Who pulled her out? Little Tommy Stout. What a naughty boy was that to try to jump a pussycat. Ding dong bell, pussy's in the well. Who put her in? Little Johnny Flynn. Who pulled her out?
You remember them nursery rhyme? I don't know if you know people younger than me. I don't never used to teach them nursery rhyme there. But ding dong bell or pussy in the well. And I want like a bad boy throw the pussy in the well and our next good boy named Tommy Stout. And him pull her out and they must say what a naughty boy like that to try to dump a pussy cat. And them did all them things them usually teach, you know. English nursery rhyme to turn in an English boy and girl. But the attitude of the politician in Jamaica is reflected by the attitude and antics of those athletes where they say beat them chest after them triumph in a competition. You know, some of the athletes beat them chest and big up themselves and just proud and bossy and full of pride. They must have pride, no, but they mustn't full of it. Pride must be a little ingredient like salt. Pride. Little ingredient like salt, but some of them have beat them chest and have push up themselves. Well, the attitude of the politician is just like that. Because they must celebrate triumph over the people. You know, the man of the gorilla them, gorilla out of jungle. Gorilla beat them chest bad, That have to make you afraid. Because when the gorilla chest big, and hollow, When a big gorilla, huge gorilla, all 3-4 times the size of a human being, 5 times. And when them beat them big chest down, you hear them thumping sound from all half mile away. You're afraid more than how him ugly. So that's why the gorilla behave them with them bellow and boast. Like you know who. You know who bellow and boast and beat them chest them with them. Have a call? Yes, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Mr. Kamal.
How are you doing? How are you doing?
All right, thank you. And good morning to everyone. All the listeners, everyone.
Yeah.
Yes, you make my day. Saturday, I feel the happiness. You make my day. I love that song. I love it.
You remember that song there?
Yes, Dean. Yes.
How would it sing it?
I was, I never quite remember, but
one group of name Catch, man. They name Catch.
You said Catch. Okay.
Yeah, it is there.
Yes, I have to put it on my music, on my jump drive. I have to put it on it.
All the brethren singing in their name Willie. I forgot to name Willie.
Okay.
Brethren, some of them come from Waterius and Town and all them really. D Willie him name. Yeah, man.
Okay. I'm also sorry to hear about the missing young lady,
Yeah.
And even my son called me last night and was saying that he's very, concerned about that young lady, what they cannot find.
Yeah.
And my daughter also was expressing her, sympathy and everything. Because it's so sad, it's so shocking. These things, what's happening to us here, the people,
Yeah, man.
So they were saying that people who suspected, they should hold them, You know.
Of course, but through them are police. It's 2 police suspected, you know.
Yeah.
2 police suspected, so the police force protect them.
Mm-hmm.
Protect them and have them at work still. Working in the office so them can find out everything. When I mean that them can find out everything who I look for them, you know, and who I get information about them. I saw them go kill. I saw some of the police go kill one man up already about 4 days ago, you know. The man go report say they might start money from him. And them get the information inside the station and run go back up, they go kill the man and try kill him for wife. So that's why they like to be in station all the while. Because they get information about who bringing information about them.
Yes.
And same thing with the politicians.
I tell you, these I don't even know how to put it out, you know, but these wicked thing, barbaric thing what they are doing to the people, you know, them something have to stop. And because they know them have them back it is, and
yeah, them have them back
you know, that is what,
if it has to stop, who going to stop it? Only we. Only we can stop it. Police not stop it. You know already the police and politicians not stop it.
No.
And pastor only a pray.
I tell you, man.
So when you say man I ill treat to man, or even woman I ill treat man, whenever you say the abuse, especially physical abuse and threat, you beware, because you know some more coming after that.
Mm-hmm.
And don't make no police turn you around. Half of the time people go to station go report things. Police are say, oh, I'm going to make it up, man. You understand? Woman go to station go report him and tell woman say, go back, oh, I'm going to make it up. Or him tell woman say, if you stay at the station for safety, and in the night, them go rape the woman. You know much of that go on over the years?
Mm-hmm.
Woman go police station for protection, invited to stay overnight, and a man in her virginity gone. Before day.
You have one and few good ones.
No, you have plenty good police, and not 1 and 2. You have plenty good police. But you have enough rotten one from the top to the bottom. From the top to the bottom and from the front to the back.
Because I hear a bruise some killing of one yesterday somewhere in St. Catherine, I think. They ambushed his car and a whole heap of rounds of shot.
Yes.
You know, so I was saying, oh boy, it just, you know, can't be. It just saddening because it could be the good one of the good one.
Yeah, whole heap of good police and whole heap of rotten police.
Yeah.
Male and female.
Oh, I tell you.
Big mix up. That's why the people of Jamaica are so mistrustful, you know, and aggressive out the road, you know. Because it's a big mix up and you don't know who is who. And after a while you tend for more mistrust people or tend to believe that most people is bad. That's what corruption, you know. Corruption spread as a disease. And after a while the suspects say everybody else have it. Everybody have it except you.
So, you know, we have to just try and just arrange and organize and try to do the thing.
We have to stop try.
Right.
We have to stop try and do.
Yeah.
We try too much.
That is our aim now. We have to just do the thing that is right.
Yeah, get it done.
Anyway, thank you.
Yeah, man.
So I'm here. I'm listening.
So in case the people don't know, what is your name, ma'am?
My name?
Yeah.
Jean Thompson.
Oh, so in case the people don't know why we are playing Hello.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thanks again.
All the best.
Okay.
Our next call. Morning and welcome. Morning. Welcome to the program. Are you there?
Yeah, morning, Mr. Small.
A long time and wagwan.
Yeah, Mr. Small, morning to your listeners and your valuable call. I'm in a summer workshop, Mr. Small.
Oh, yeah, say.
You remember the program that I tell you that I was going to activate in the summer?
Great.
Yeah, I'm doing what I call a yard-to-yard revolution in the belly of the city of Waltham right now.
Great.
Yeah, this is where they call Ratbat City.
Oh.
Yeah, over 13 people have been murdered in this section of the city since the year start.
Oh, yeah, say.
Yeah, man, me I tell you, Mr. Small, me I work with some boy pick me down here, teaching them mathematics, listening to how they read, and helping with vocabulary.
Yes, vocabulary is
2 hours of the day for the rest of the summer.
That's great, that's great.
Yeah, but I just take time out now to call the show and make the people know that I'm alive and well.
That's
and
great.
I want to ask you a question now,
Yeah,
Mr.
Small. We need to know that you're alive and well, because we're not going to make nobody missing a long time and we don't hear and we don't care. I ask me a question now.
Mr. Small, how long now you know Peter Phillips?
I know Peter Phillips from 1960. That's 62 years now.
And you, when parring with Peter Phillips, you Peter Phillips could lead us to the promised land.
If I thought so, what you say about me and what you say?
Peter Phillips.
Yeah.
He's one of the person you know over the years.
Yeah.
And in moving around with him based on his talk and his progression, you thought that he could lead us to the promised land?
No, not him lead. People. A team. We always deal with team. And we was building a team. We was building a team to go to receive the promise. You understand? We're building a team.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, listen me good. We was building a team from we are teenager to receive the promise and go for the promise. It put up and them say go and it's see they come for. And we farm up and team up with more and more people. And then some of the people we team up with now become treacherous. Especially one become treacherous. And after Peter Phillips contribute so much, him and his wife, from them a teenager, you know, him and his wife contribute so much. Anybody come from foreign, you know, and now no place to stay when we have that team there from the 60s. Peter Phillips are the main yard where we could have go and Peter put them up, you know. People come from foreign and you want a nice place to put up a toilet inside the house. Them not have to go outside toilet to flush good and thing. Peter Phillips always make him yard available for him a teenager. All kind of different thing. One time, female lady carries the only car we have amongst, you know. We carry out every mission, you know, till we start get more and more car and start build some bike and have bike and car. But at one time, a Peter Phillips mother carries the only car, teenager, you know. And him contribute so much, him and his wife, from him a teenager. I mean, I talk about 19, you know. I talk about 16, 17, 18, you know. And him contribute so much. And yet, one of the special guys we form up team with some other people. One of these guys, a very prominent guy, becomes so treacherous and start to sow discord against Peter Phillips and his wife. Brother Gad of the 12th tribe of Israel start to spread discord against Peter Phillips and his wife. After them, I take care of all visitors who come to Jamaica and them I take care of many other things and I spend millions of dollars out of them parents' resources I help with. And Brother Gad and some little clique of guys start to spread propaganda and lie and treachery against Peter Phillips. When them announce the Haile Selassie dead, we no believe it, you know. 25th of August 1975. Them announce the Haile Selassie dead and Peter Phillips' wife a plan a dance, you know, from months before. And she get the date and she get arena. That time nobody no get arena for no dance, you know. Peter Phillips' wife get arena for keep a dance. And she and Rita Marley a close friend, you know. And that time Bob Marley just make a music named No Woman No Cry, big hit, you know. And Sister Minnie named the dance No Woman No Cry, 27th of August 1975, you know. So when the news comes to Selassie dead, you know, the day before, Brother Gad, I try to convince them not to keep the dance, you know, because Selassie dead. That's why I know say, hey, I know everybody will say go and let them a Rasta, you know. Some of them only like use Rasta. He might try to convince them not to keep the dance and he might sabotage the dance. Brother Gad, I am saying that without apology. Sister Minnie, you hold on them, you give extra time, I'm going to call you back. Sister Minnie, determined to keep the dance, and this dance is going to be in defiance now, so we not cry and we not mourn, especially the woman, them not cry. And Sister Minnie get Bob Marley and the High Trees to come playing at the dance, you know. Imagine a dance you keep, and Bob Marley just make it big 2 years now as a superstar, and them a come in a year dance, come sing with the High Trees, they might go sing all the same song, No Woman No Cry. And Brother get jealous and try sabotage the dance. And Sister Minnie go through, keep the dance and the dance, Ram and Bob Marley and the Wailers whenever singing at Jamaica how long. appear in the dancing arena and play all of the music, including No Woman No Cry. And brother God feel bad for show the bad mind him have. Him have some great talent and some great skill, you know. But him have some bad mind mix up in it. And me I tell him and Sister Minnie and Peter, stand up. And you see after them incident and some more incident, them just decide to left the organization. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I stayed there for 8 years more. And stand up to him. Well, Bowie. Stay there and stand up to him, including Sister Selena. Stand up to that. To that. Until I'm on step in October 1983. But Peter Phillips and Minnie step in this ghost. So it's things like that. Turn off Peter Phillips and make him go back in a PNP.
Mr. Small.
Yeah.
You think politics change Peter Phillips when him go up there and see the level of corruption that he has to wrestle with?
Well, politics influence people, and he went in there to see if him could try straighten out the PNP. But like most people when me want say, it go and bend you more than how you straighten it.
Yeah, you know, when I listen to him speak in the parliament since week, in same support the government and the fiscal measures that he put in place.
Fiscal mean what? Explain to people, make people understand what you say.
Fiscal mean budget. The money or the government budgeting the taxpayer money.
In other words, how you use the tax and budget, fiscal. And you can influence a lot of things by your fiscal policy. How you take people money and then how you spend it affect the value of the money and save money or squander money.
Peter Phillips realized now that this government structure that they set up under PNP and JLP is really the biggest problem among Jamaican black people, you know, Mr. Small.
Well, him to talk out and explain out everything. Explain out everything.
That's why I ask you if you believe Peter Phillips could lead us to the promised land. We need to hear more from Peter Phillips.
You know, sir, don't ask me them things, because you know, sir, I don't believe in no personality. I believe in teamwork, no personality.
Yeah, yes, Mr. Small, I would have liked Peter Phillips
teamwork
to address the Jamaican people on television or wherever so that they know the secrets of the system before he retire. You know?
If him want do it, him do it. If him not want do it, him not do it. I don't care. If him want do it, him do it. If him not do it, him not do it. Because regardless of who want do anything or not, we will go through with this thing. We will do so.
To be continued.
Must be continued.
I'm going into the workshop here now.
Yes, thank you very much. Great, Carter. Great. Go on with the work. Go on, go do the work. Nice. That's nice. How many more call it? Numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. All right, we'll go to some live chat, you know. Live chat. All right. Peter. Pass a whole pa. All right. Ricardo Portia said, no mind no teacher cross. He must give recess. Translation. Regardless how upset the teacher is, he must give a recess, meaning an explanation. There is always a silver lining in every bad or dark day. There is always a break in bad condition. Well, as far as I'm concerned, no day, no bad, you know. But I know what you mean still, but no day, no bad. People have bad feeling. People have bad feeling for a certain day. I understand what you mean. Kean Brown said, most natural, balance and order. Yeah, man. Johnny Johnson said, Bongo Jerry. Bongo Uncle Jerry. Jah is still on his throne forever. I want to tell you, say, Jah, what you call Almighty. Bigger than male, bigger than him, and bigger than she. People don't understand. People are talking about God and I bring down God and that's only like a dwarf. About him and she. I'm not ridiculing. And God no need no throne. Throne is a human invention. I want you to think about this. Throne is a human invention. The creator or life couldn't sit down upon a throne. Life no sit down. Life no sit down. And life not tired. And life no need throne. Throne is a little human invention. Like jackstrap. Boots. And condom. Because human invention. God need condom and jackstrap. God need spikes. No man. Life no need no spike. Life is the beginning. Life is a starting block on the tape. The beginning and the end, life. Life no need no spikes. When I rough you up, just a reminder, say, throne too little man. What you talk about throne? Just sit down on throne. Just sit down. Life not sit down. Life is all things at all time, all things good. Good morning and welcome. Welcome. Good morning,
Good
welcome.
morning.
Are you there?
Morning.
Wagwan.
I tell you, I wonder if they forget somebody up on the line, because I'm there from
A long time?
New Year.
Yeah, man.
I
Right.
tell you, the spirit inside of me a question out, you know. He has never just attack and me explain about the history.
Yeah.
And Mr. Philip Bess and thing.
Yeah.
And so me I ask myself now. Then every time the positive force,
Yeah.
right? I try or I do something
Yes.
to make better for the weaker ones them who want help.
Yes.
And through some negative people come in with them negative vibes, I just draw out and make it feel.
No
That
way.
means if
No
you think
way,
like
no
that,
way.
them are going to win, you know.
No
The
way.
negative energy are going to take over the people them.
Eh?
Yeah.
What you say?
No, we say if we deal with it like that, then I guess the negative energy will
No way, no way.
them and oppress them.
No, that are just the heats. Then suppose Shelly Ann, they just drop arms. And suppose Sherika
That
they
we
drop
have to-
arms. And suppose Thompson they drop arms. After some negative people are this and negative people are that. No way.
Mhm.
That are just the
Yeah,
heats.
but
That are just the
But
semis.
it's like, all right.
Yeah.
Prayer by itself not going to bring solution to our problem, because even if God see we are prayer, God know we can do more than prayer. Right? And if we don't do what we need to do, and just a prayer,
No.
then we still never get God answer.
No.
And
It's
God
only
never
some
come
going
tell
to
you,
just
say,
go
"But
and
do
pray.
what
Only
you
some.
need to do."
Only some going to go and pray. Them the some will go pray alone now. Them they eliminating the heats and the semis. Run out.
But even with the eye, a few history may you talk of yourself. You just talk of one. And to a negative man with him energies like all you the drought at the moment of a Peter Phillips and him wife.
Yeah.
So by listening to it like that you say, you know. I mean you talk about
No, hold on. It's what me
something
saying.
already.
By listening to me is what me saying.
Come again?
By listening to me is what I'm saying.
It's like we keep drawing out.
No. Him draw out. The guy. No,
and
not we
resist
draw out.
them.
We are here still. The guy draw out. Where's the guy now? Where's the guy where that tried sabotage mini dance on the 27th of August 1975? Where's he now?
Me no know.
All right, and mini do our work and finish our race. And Peter is here. We are here. Where's the guy? That mean all the evil workers. Go read Psalms 37, man. Fret not thyself because of evil doers, and them that triumph in the way, because them spread like a green bay tree. And when you pass little more and look, they were not.
So what we do then? We just go. When we see them are going, so we just go one side.
You know
and
watch
ease
world
ourselves
champs. You
and
know
wait
watch
till
world
them
champs.
dead.
You know watch world champs and see what people do when them up vanquish the wicked or vanquish the competitor. You vanquish that and make them run out.
You make them run out.
Run out and you
after them
capture.
run out,
Look at
then
hold
what
on
we
there, hold on.
do?
You make them
After
run out.
they run out, what should we do?
You know finish the race, pan top. You finish the
Start
race,
now,
pan top.
All right, so as me tell you, make me there look walking up. I'm really if we rally around anyone.
Well, go
on
and train, go and train, keep fit. Keep fit and counteract injury. Recover from injury.
You understand what me I say though?
Then you know you want me to tell you, say, go and train, go and keep fit, sleeping off a light night time. When you sleep, put somebody at the door for watch. And then when them asleep, you watch at the door and go and exercise and go and push up and thing meanwhile watching. And go and train. Teamwork.
You know, because me I look on even this morning in the program where I go on, me hear the lady say I talk about the JUTC bus business.
Yeah.
And it's like him can monitor the losses and things we are going on, and where the Prime Minister says like, oh, you have done a good job and way.
Yes.
And she said she would have just fire him. Because if you can't do the job, you fire the person, you remove them.
No, he's a Prime Minister friend. You don't understand. He's a Prime Minister friend.
Yeah, all right. But the point is, we are paying tax.
We put them into our work, and them are the foolishness. And now we can't fire them. We just still want them, and we
hold
still them dead out.
on. Be
You understand what I
realistic.
said to you,
Hold on,
Mr.
please, sir. Hold on, please, sir. Be realistic. You have to.
I am very realistic.
Listen, please listen. You have to put yourself in the position to fire them first before you can fire them. So therefore, you have to organize, and you have to save money, and you have to feed yourself properly, and get yourself in a team, and get out this set of guy out of Jamaica house like what Sri Lanka do.
But all right, we ever talk about Sri Lanka a lot since Wagwan, and we have say we not for wait till we reach a point there where place all are burned down. Cause them places when them burned down could have used to be a school or sell back and get back some of the money where the leaders them squander. We don't want to reach that point.
Yes.
We can prevention is better than cure. If we can do something, we can organize now, put the risk and we're willing for.
All right, hold on. You're saying the same thing. Hold on, please, sir.
You willing
hold on, please, sir. Hold on, please, sir.
You for hold on.
Get him out of here. Pull out the plug. Get the backside out of here. That's an us Olympics team, and us Olympics team around here tell me if you hold on. A joke you make. Since you don't want no place burned down as Sri Lanka, but do something then. You want to get them out of Jamaica house. The Sri Lanka people get out the president out of time house. I'm have to fly by night. I have to take the wings of the morning out of Sri Lanka. And you talk about, one place burned down because it fit on the school. Well, go take Jamaica house and without burn it down. And then we turn to a school. There was a school at Jamaica house. I'm glad you know that. There was a school at Jamaica house before. Jamaica house basic school. And you're going to tell me about me for Holland and me for Holland. A joke you make. No team no run so. This is a program organized by me. And anytime you're in a position to fire me, you fire me. If you're not in the position to fire me, you hold your corner. Hold your corner. Good morning and welcome. Morning. Good morning.
Morning, Jerry. I'm so serious. How am you?
Come again, how much hour?
I'm so serious this morning. How am you?
Continue.
Yeah. Tell me something. It's why Christopher Tucker want to change Bellevue.
Because the bell is the symbol of the Labour Party, and it is also the Bellevue is the symbol of madness. So him said the name Bellevue is suggesting to the people, say Jamaica party full of madman and know what them do.
But is it the right name or is this name asylum?
No, it named Bellevue Mental Hospital.
Oh, yes, you're right too. Yes. So
and not only that, Bellevue is a very common name around the world for mental hospital, but you also have other hospital named Bellevue, but it's a common name around the world, in the English-speaking world, for mental hospital.
Oh, I see. So I said that's one of the reasons why I want to change it.
That is the reason, not one of the reasons. That is the reason, and he's planning to change it, because it reminds them, say, it ring a bell in a people's mind. In other words, it reminds you, say, but these idiots here, JLP is a Bellevue. And guess what the road of them headquarters depend. Guess what it name?
Bell Road.
Belmont Avenue.
Belmont Road.
More
Belmont
bell
Road,
again
yes.
and more madness.
Yeah, Belmont Road, yes.
Yes, Belmont Road. The road to Bellevue.
All right. He's not an educated man. I'll ask you one more question again.
Yeah.
Just like to ask question. Tell me really and truly, because I see things that go crazy all over. What is the Prime Minister for in this country here?
No, Jamaica is not a nation. Jamaica is a puppet state. You know that you have puppet state in the world?
Yes, that's true. Yes.
Jamaica is a puppet state. So the Prime Minister is a puppet position. You should understand that by now.
Yes, but we still like to find out because...
I just tell you, hold on. I just told you, Jamaica is not a real state. It's a puppet state, and wholeness is a puppet of America and England. Do you understand that? Hold on, sir, please, sir. Do you understand that?
That means you have to...
I'm asking you first. First, I want to know if you understand.
No, all right. No, tell me now.
I just told you what Jamaica is and what wholeness is. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir, tell me. I don't understand fully now.
I said Jamaica is a puppet state. Do you understand that? That you have puppet states in the world?
Oh, puppet state.
Puppet. Yes, and Holiness is a puppet of England and America. You understand that?
So why
I am asking you if you understand that.
Yes, I understand what you mean. So he's a puppet.
Yes, good.
Yes.
Yes. Not
I mean
puppet
to say,
state. Him is a puppet. He is a puppet, and the state of Jamaica is a puppet state.
But tell me something now. Why is it we Jamaicans can't get together and stand up for what we want?
Who told you that we can't do so? Who told you that?
But over the years, things...
You decide that. It's 11 o'clock. Go and think it over. It's 11 o'clock.
Well, me have to call
11 o'clock. Think it over and call back.
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister.
On this week's House Matters, government tables disaster risk management policy, amended Transport Authority Act passed, and electricity net billing regulations piloted in the House. Stay tuned for more. The House of Representatives has passed the Act to amend the Transport Authority Act 2022. The Act was piloted by Transport Minister Audley Shaw, completing the suite of amendments to the Road Traffic Act, the Transport Authority Act, and the introduction of the Road Safety Regulations. The Transport Minister says the approved Act will play a major role in improving safety on the nation's roads. He adds that a wide variety of concerns were examined in completing the bill to ensure it satisfies all stakeholders.
And I'm very pleased that we are seeing a joined-up approach between government and opposition in this very important set of amendments and introduction of regulations. We look forward to a speedy implementation and amendments to improve it in the interest of safety on our roads, safety for our drivers, our passengers, our children, and these will contribute to it.
Meantime, Justice Minister Delroy Chuck says the government is moving to begin the electronic issuing of warrants to motorists who have not paid their traffic tickets. Contributing to the debate on the amendments to the Transport Authority Act in the House of Representatives on Tuesday, Mr. Chuck outlined that traffic tickets are already being issued electronically within Kingston and St. Andrew, which should allow for a seamless transition for issuing electronic warrants.
Writing up these tickets, signing these tickets will now be easier, so the warrants will be available. We have over 1 million tickets that warrants need to be issued for. And it means, Madam Speaker, the best and easiest way to do it is to do it electronically. And these over 1 million tickets, Madam Speaker, that exist in the courts, and eventually, Madam Speaker, the motorists will have to pay these tickets.
Minister of Local Government and Rural Development Desmond McKenzie on Tuesday tabled the Comprehensive Disaster Risk Management Policy 2020-2024 to bolster the country's capacity to deal with national disasters. In tabling the policy, the minister stated the government is working to ensure that by 2040, the country has strengthened its financial and social resilience enough to effectively mitigate the negative effects of man-made and natural disasters. Noting that 82% of the population is vulnerable to natural disasters, Mr. McKenzie stressed the importance of the disaster risk management policy.
it is important to state that a range of factors, including Jamaica's historical vulnerability to disaster, the pace of our movement towards full disaster resilience, and the need for firmly establishing the financial foundations for disaster risk reductions are amongst the most prominent. Geographically, Jamaica is highly vulnerable to disaster.
And Minister of Science, Energy and Technology Darl Vaz on Tuesday piloted the Electricity Net Billing Regulations 2022 in the House of Representatives. Minister Vaz says the regulations will contribute to the establishment of a modern, efficient and environmentally friendly energy sector that is affordable and accessible.
These regulations focus on the net billing programs and provide a regulatory framework under which, among other things, the minister with responsibility for energy has the power to issue licenses. The net billing is a mechanism for persons who generate their own electricity to sell excess power to the single buyer, which is the Jamaica Public Service Company Limited under standard offer contract, approved by the Office of Utilities Regulations.
Debate on the regulations will continue at the next sitting of the House, where the opposition is expected to provide feedback. The tabling of the regulations follow a recent statement by the ministry refuting claims that the net billing program had been discontinued. The ministry stated that it is working to expedite the processing and granting of new billing licenses. That's it for this week's House Matters. Join us again next time for more on what's happening in the Houses of Parliament. I'm Hal Shane Burke. Take care.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
With all the best music from yesterday and today. All genre radio.
For a better choice in all your electrical supplies, A, authorized 3M dealer and better brand names. B, better service including free island-wide delivery. C, all major credit and debit cards accepted. It's ABC Electrical Sales. Shop number 8, Hagley Park Plaza, Kingston 10. Open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We make your electrical jobs as easy as ABC. Call 754-382-528 or fax 754-3659. ABC Electrical Sales, for a better choice.
We're ever ready to assist you before, during, and after a disaster. Hurricanes can happen, so be prepared.
Best of fame. 100.1, 100.3, 100.5, 7 and 9. Hey, yeah.
Half a tree. 100, 200. Ready, mama? Ready. Is this the confusion you feel when trying to work your way through medical systems in Jamaica? Try a dose of Ask Dr. Mary every Thursday at 5 to 6 p.m. Let Dr. Mary help you understand your medical problems and bring you to a calmer place.
Yeah, this is Barry Salmon, yeah? And I listen to Bess FM, where music is live.
Hi, this is Ken Boo, and Bess FM is your choice. Don't move that dial. Big up, Ken Boo says so.
Oh. Bess FM, whip it on them.
Greetings, this is Marcy Griffiths, and you're in tune to Best FM. Don't touch it.
I'm say you know Sizzler Kalonji, and I'm representing the Best FM. God bless FM. Black woman and child, oh yeah. For you I really got so much love.
Yo, but a lunch of action, not about them out. Yeah, Best FM, get them to do something for me, so we do it. That's what we have to do, every time.
Come again, you know, Best FM, I'm talking. Forever strong, we're gonna be forever strong. Best FM gonna play forever and ever.
Keep it locked, we didn't want to send out Best FM.
Best 100 FM is the authentic voice of Jamaica. Promote, let
Let us promote your goods and services for you. Advertise with us. For more information, call our office at 876-276-8935. That's 276-8935.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats. It's good, it's better, but nothing beats.
Oh no!
Isachar Music presents the single Dirty Works by Link and Chain, a conscious reggae group distributed by Tough Gong International, available on iTunes and all digital platforms. Email isacharmuzik@gmail.com. Dirty Works by Link and Chain is on the Isachar Music label.
To hurt my brothers, and I will not do anything to hurt my sisters. Oh no! Oh no! And I will not try to put a stumbling block in their way. Oh, if you want to and you think you've got to do it yourself, yes, do it yourself. But Jah will beat you, Jah will beat you. Dirty works. We don't do the dirty works. No, 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 no. Devil's works. We don't do the devil's works. Oh no, no.
Yes, welcome back to the program. We had a piece of music there from Isaac Music Special named Dirty Works by a group named Lincoln Chain. Lincoln Chain are coming out of the Isaac Music label, very nice. Lincoln Chain. All right, we're getting back into our programming here now. And the numbers are 619, what we call 1508, 619 1508, and 279 8473. 279 8473. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Yes, Mr. Jerry.
Yeah, man, wagwan.
Hello, brother.
Cool, man, everything.
Every time, how you say Jerry, man? How you say Jerry?
No, the people let me make no, man. No, me I know, but the people, some people don't know.
All right. Yeah, Mr. Jerry.
Yes, sir. And I'm not Mr. Another
What
planet,
life
man.
has taught me,
Yes, sir.
what I've seen and observed, what life has taught me
Yeah.
is that some good people die young
Yeah.
and some good people live till them old.
Yeah.
Some bad people die young, some bad people live till them old.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Now, when I was talking about the Sri Lanka thing, what I was really saying is that even if you look on, all right, what happened in Sri Lanka because the people them to do what them do, it's like a overnight that just happen, the people them have to rebel. It has been happening for years.
Yes, matter of fact, that government been there for 20 years a rob and thief.
So if the people them really know what them want and see the wrongs that the leaders them are doing, I feel like them could have make a better stand from earlier to create the change than wait till it gets so bad till them have to be doing what them is doing now. It's the same thing we have to in Jamaica, because it's very bad in Jamaica now.
Yeah,
if you leave it, it's going to reach a point when it might be terrible. I'm tell you straight, no fire burn.
Yeah, but although you say them wait long, them still ahead of we, you know. You realize them ahead of we?
We say them ahead, but at least we see them
move,
them
them making some move ahead of we. We not reach for them stage yet, you know. Them is taking control of them place, you know. You know, so them move out a thief in government to the 20 years. Them moving ahead of we. And I want to tell you, I don't know if you realize that. Over the last 2 weeks, they are saying that the organizers of the demonstration slow down the demonstration a little because them have to be weeding out some troublemakers who want to make trouble and burn down place.
Sure.
So that been going on over the last 2 weeks, and them slow down and watch and detect the troublemaker and get them out.
Yeah.
You have to do that.
Yeah, sure.
So it's not them a push. It's not the demonstrators are push it. The burning down, you know.
Sure.
And I don't think much burning down go on then either. That much.
Yeah. Sure. Because you have people like that, you know, when certain things happen, they come out with a misunderstanding and go do what them not to do.
Well, you're quite right that some of them sincerely do it with them. It's not all of them do it wicked, you know. Some of them, as I say, is misunderstanding. But you have something deliberate one there too. And you know, say when we get going, because we get going already, but quietly. When we get going more and more, gangster going to want to come try influence this, you know. Because gangster going to want to become the new government, you know. We not allow that.
Yeah, true.
No amount of gangster can't take over the people movement when the people have made screw on right. Gangster for go run where we find the new movement more than gangster comfortable with them guy, you know.
Yeah.
Gangster is comfortable with them guy. And at the same time, if gangsters see a new movement, a tech route, a real freedom movement, they might try boring in the midst and go on like them are the soul left of the movement, you know.
Yeah, likewise, the political leaders, even in Sri Lanka there.
Yes.
The Prime Minister, the President might move, but that not mean them have some little offspring there.
Yes.
They are pretend and try getting at the movement so. And in the long run, you still not seen a great change.
Yes, if the team is not careful and if the team not aware of those, that's why I always want to say we must strengthen our skills to detect treachery. Because it's a skill, you know. The detection of treachery is a skill, like when we in a 12 tribe, you know. I wear the name Ethiopian World Federation. From we going in 1969, from we start going in 1969, the 2nd of August, we detect that same guy gathers a treacherous guy, you know, from the beginning, you know. We detect him from the beginning, but we know some also have, some people is a mixture of good and bad, you know. Most human being is a mixture of good and bad with
Them
less
cunning.
bad. Eh?
Them cunning.
Cunning.
Yeah. Sometimes, because, and I like say, people who do bad don't know good, you know.
Yes.
So sometimes them pretend like them good.
Yes.
Give good talk and probably do some good work, but deep within them have bad intention.
Yes. But if we have our eyes open, you will
if
be
truly
alert.
no good, we can detect them from early.
And some take longer, but we will be able to detect them before the end, long before the end.
And that is why I tell you I trust no one. Because me is a man where me have to think, me have to look, and me have to detect
Alright,
if the
let me
person
ask you
really
something. Let me ask you something.
seems genuine from the beginning or not. So that's great me if you not trust no one.
Alright,
but
let me
that
ask
no
you
means
something.
that me you can do a thing and me you can move in the right accord.
Alright, make me ask you
But
something.
my eye open and my ears open and my mind is thinking.
Alright, let me ask you something now. Can anyone trust you?
No, me no want nobody trust me neither.
Well, you're going to go and be able to do part of the work because some part of the work and the greater part of the work require trust.
Alright, me sure.
Hold on, man. 'Cause remember, we have studied a thing together. Mechanics, we have studied how to build a machine, or we have studied construction, how to build a building, or we have studied track and field, how to coach yourself and coach others. So little by little, there are certain kind of work and most work depend on trustworthiness. Trustworthiness is something that is achievable, but you have to have your eyes and ears extra open. So I am telling you that trustworthiness is a vital ingredient in life, and you are quite right to be not too quick to trust, but trustworthiness is a vital ingredient in life, and trustworthiness is something that is earned and something that is valued and kept and always reviewed. Go ahead, you go ahead.
I'm going to show you something now, right? We can have a task to accomplish, right?
Yeah.
But there's something that is needed to be done where probably me and you don't have the knowledge and the ability to do it.
Right.
Yet still a man who is negative, right, have the ability to do it.
Yeah.
Now we know where we want. So we can't even hire him, but we still can't trust him. But we know where we want, so we take the rules and the regulation in which he have to do him work without forfeiting it because we don't trust him and we have the eye on him. Tick, tick, tock, tock, tock.
All right,
so
hold on now.
We can still work with people with certain ability, but we know where we want.
Hold on now. You're saying the same, don't say it. All right. We agree with that. At the same time, we know so we can't trust him and we have to keep our eyes on him. Because it's only him alone can fly the plane and so on. At the same time now, is it not necessary for some trust to be developed in the rest of the team between one another?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But the point is...
Okay, no, we're not for bother. Yeah, man, as long as I know.
No, but look into it now, sir. Make a reason a little bit more and then we come out. The point is, even good people slip up, you know.
You're telling me
even
that,
good
man?
Nature people
I have a whole
heap
of experience now. I know that.
And we know nice people, them still in a rasta. Good people, them good-hearted people. But even David, a man of one God heart.
Hear me now.
Slip up.
Hear me now. A man of God heart is somebody write that, you know. Somebody write that because them a boost him up. So we couldn't put too much practice
you
on
understand me? So the greatest thing still is to know right from wrong and make everybody properly understand that so that we can have a lookout. Every man can look out for himself and look out for each other, you know? You don't have to trust me. I saw me see it still.
Well, so there's only some part of the work you're going to be able to do because there's some part of the work that's going to require trust. But it can work. The team can work. You know about our work in the trust department.
All right, bless up.
Cool now. The phone was ringing there. Anyway, one more call? Anyway, the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. 279-8473. Now I want to play this piece of music for the lady who is missing and hope that she'll only be missing for a while. We trust that she will be missing for a while, but we're going to play the name Donna. The one we named Donna. Don't believe him. You know the one we talk? Put on that one for me, Donna. We have a call? All right, I'm going to take the call first. Good morning and welcome. Good morning, welcome.
Morning, Mr. Smart.
Well, go on.
Yeah, all right. Well, three little things here. Let me go through it briefly. You can explain to me where the AC after Christ and BC before Christ, what that means?
AD. AD and BC, right?
Yes.
All right. BC, you know what BC mean?
Before Christ?
Yeah, in other words, before what?
Before Christ or before something then?
No, before Christ means what?
Christ wasn't around then.
All right, so when Christ come around?
Well, I don't know.
All right, okay. We're not going to straight out too long. In other words, before the Christ born.
Right.
So things that happen before the year where the Christ born or after the year where the Christ born. It should be really BJ, you know. Before Jesus, because Christ is not a name, you know. You know, so Christ is not a name.
Christ is a title, yes.
Yes, and Christ is not an individual. Christ is a ranking.
The
ranking like it as a corporal.
Okay.
So Christ means anointed one, and there have been many anointed ones. So it really shouldn't be BC. It should be before Jesus.
Before Jesus. All right.
And then no AD, you know what AD mean?
After Christ.
No. It's Latin. BC is English, but AD is Latin.
All right.
AD mean Anno Domini. You know what Anno mean in a Latin, in a English? AD, Anno is Latin. What you know what it mean in English?
No.
All right, it mean the year of. That's where you get annual from. Annual. So
all
Domini
right.
now. Domini mean the Lord. Domini mean the Lord, the person who won the whole of the land, the Lord, the top man. So Anno Domini now mean from the Lord come, the same Christ there. From that, because them say my Lord. From him come now. So now them say is 2,222 years since the Lord come. So the first one is English and the second one is Latin.
Latin, yes, yeah. All right. So question now, Mr. Smart.
Yeah.
The people, who were the people were praying to before Christ?
Christ is not a name. Before who?
Before Jesus. Yeah, before
who
Jesus.
Them was praying to before him come?
Yes.
Which people you talk?
The people was on the land before Jesus.
Which land?
On the earth.
The people on the earth pray to thousands and millions of different gods and figures. Which people you thinking about?
The Christian people.
There was no Christian before them said that Jesus come. Christian is not...
All right. So, Gerald, why is it that most people are, let's say, half of the percentage of Jamaican believe that Jesus Christ is the true and living God?
The Jesus never come. The Jesus never organized a religion, you know. The Jesus organized a freedom movement. It's after them crucified the Jesus. It's after them execute him. After the Roman execute Jesus, the same Roman organize up Christendom church. You know, say the same Roman we execute Jesus organize the Christendom church.
That's why I get that.
No, don't say about you get this and you get that. Just simple answer me straight.
Yes,
Do you understand that is the same Roman who execute Jesus when them organize the Christian church?
Yes. Yes.
The so-called, not the Christian church, Christendom. Rome set a church, the Christendom, the majority of church in the world. And Rome organize it. Is Rome turned the Christian movement in a religion? Just like how Rastafari never come as no religion, you know. And some man turn it in a religion after a while for them own benefit.
Hold
on, how the two of you are talking now? You hear with me? When you are talking, you hear what me I say?
Yeah, Yeah, man, you say
No, you can't hear what I said when you're talking. You can't hear what I said when you're talking. Anyway, I'm going to talk one more thing and just allow you. It is same way the Rastafari movement never start as no religion. It's some man turn it some in a religion for them own benefit. Man such as Leonard Howell and some others start turning it in a religion. It's not a religion. Leonard Howell and some other man start turning it in a religion.
Alright. Wow. I mean, I tell you, you're too young or old to learn at all. Alright. Next thing, Mr. Small. Alright.
Yeah.
If this young lady stop, or if me or you are the average Jamaican individual to pick up this young lady.
Which young lady?
The lady that got missing.
Oh, the missing young lady, Donna Lee Donaldson.
Yes. I mean, what do you think the police should have us in custody?
No, what you mean is that if Donna Lee Donaldson became missing after being associated with me or with you, and them know that it's me and you, yard she was at last, if we would be in custody now. I believe so, yes.
Yes. The next thing now, Mr. Smart, the guy that got killed at, our name Patrick or Bailey, whatever, this lawyer house in Barbican.
Yeah.
If a man got shot in my yard or your yard, there's no impression or there's no force of entry. Do you think me would be walking?
No, well, you're not talking plain for people understand. The guy that got shot in Patrick Bailey yard, where there was no... you still a start talk when me talk, you confuse the people. You can't keep cool, man. The guy that was shot in Patrick Bailey yard, and there was no sign of no forced entry like the man broke into the yard. What happened about the guy that got shot and there's no sign of forced entry?
How is it that that case was just silent and there's nobody arrested and there's nobody...
Well, all right, make I tell you one little insight we may have. Patrick Bailey ball out after them start investigating, ball out, say him feel sick. You remember?
Yes.
And when him ball out, say him feel sick, what happened?
I don't remember what happened, but did I follow up?
No, don't tell me what you're following up. Hold on, don't tell me what you're following up. You remember that Patrick Bailey ball out saying no feel well?
Yeah, because
Alright, don't tell me because. I don't want to hear about because you. You find out, you heard that Patrick Bailey ball out saying sick and you can't remember what happened because him say him sick. Something wrong. Well, hear me now. When him ball out say him sick, them back off and loosen up the investigation, say them have to wait till him feel better. You understand?
Alright.
And after him feel better now, what happened?
Well, me not hear nothing.
We can't hear nothing. So the smoke screen, when him get sick, they know that coming like a smoke screen, right?
Yes.
And when the smoke clear, we find out there's smoke and mirrors. When we are look for see somebody, all we are look we are see we own face in the mirror. Smoke and mirrors trick them call that.
Alright, Jerry. So we're running a country and it's supposed to be
we running a country? You are who? You are wellness around country?
Alright, they are running the country, not us. Question now. I noticed the crime only affect a certain type or certain class of people.
Lie tell. The crime no affect Patrick Bailey.
What I mean?
No, don't answer about what I mean. I ask you a question, answer my question. The crime don't affect Patrick Bailey.
Yes.
Yes, it affect him because it take place in them house. So don't talk about say only poor people the crime affect. Mostly poor people are get killed, but it's not only poor people the crime affect.
So the question I'm asking you, Jerry, how we're not hearing from the Jamaica Manufacturer Association, we're not hearing from MAFU, we're not hearing from ISA.
About what? About
why the Prime Minister not doing nothing about the crime.
No, you want put word. No, you want put word in the people's mouth. You want to put word in their mouth. You want them to talk what you want to hear them. You don't want to hear them talk what them feel. You want to put word in their mouth, and that's not how life go. Little children, 8, 9, and 10 should be asking that question. I'm mature man with experience shouldn't ask them question there. We have any more call? Hello, sir. We have any more call? Any more call? You hear me? Hello? You're not there? Yes, man. Mature people with experience shouldn't be asking those questions. Why we're not hearing from the private sector, that, and that. You must ask why we're not hearing from the private sector, but you can't put words in their mouth what you want them to say. It wouldn't be realistic. You want to hear what them have to say, but you can't tell me say you want to hear them say the prime minister that do nothing. You put words in their mouth and you know say them are the prime minister friend. You have any more call? Good morning and welcome. Good morning. Welcome to the program. Are you there? Not there. Okay. Well, we have a piece of music to play. The one named Donna. What is by who again? What the man name again? Alright, make we hear Donna from Genman. So we have played for Donna Lee Donaldson. Lenny Miles. We have a call. Alright, make we see if we have this call. But we're going to play Donna for Donna Lee Donaldson. Ready? Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, my boss. How David, morning.
What going on, man?
Yeah, I'm there now.
Yeah, man.
I'm on the road, but I'm serious with this still, you know?
Yeah, man. Go ahead, man.
You know, we are African, though.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, although, you know, you have some other little people that talk some food. We are African, and we know that still, you know?
You have some other people that talk so.
So we are not African, we are some other race and them.
Yeah, them talking that about themselves or about we?
Like some people that about we are Israelite and them things. We are African
well,
still, aren't
yeah, people choose different identity, and we acknowledge that them have the right there.
Yeah, may I show you something why I say we are Africans, you know? You know, in a slavery, you see?
Yeah.
Them beat out the language out of way and them thing there. Forced to speak some other language.
Yeah.
Alright. But you know, say some of the language kind of remain. Cause like some words like it I hear Jamaican say when you do a little study of the ancient African languages they used to speak back in the day. You find like words like here Jamaican say like chaka chaka.
Yeah.
Swati
African retention.
Like I'm gonna say a Swati.
No, me say Swati. Me say Swati is an African retention.
In like maybe told in term it in a
no,
some way.
No, it's not a Swati and no African retention. But you have plenty, you're right. Chaka chaka is one. You have plenty like that.
Yes.
Poto. You have poto. What about them?
Yeah, and some other words that we use in Jamaica. Fenky. Mampy. Jumpy, you know?
Picnic.
And yes, picnic, you know? So when you check some African language, you find that some of the words that we use as in our patois language, it have some relation to ancient African religion, you know?
Yeah, man, and even to modern African language.
Yes, we never lose that. We forefathers never lose any.
We lose some of it, but we use some.
Yes, you know the next thing what we not lose?
Yeah.
We eating habits. Because you know say most of the food that we eat now, you know, it's based on Americanization and them force it on it. But like you know, so old-time Jamaican household, when you go there, you see like a mata with beat them coffee.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yes. Sieve them cassava.
Yeah.
Yes. Things like those.
Yeah, man.
And we yams. We eat like yams and something the ground provision. You know, European diet.
Yeah.
They are more into like wheat.
Grain.
Yes, because
but African in a grain, African in a grain same way, you know.
Yeah, but we never grow wheat really because we tend to grow a place that are colder.
Yes,
you know?
but you have part of Africa where wheat grow because high up in the mountain and it's cold.
Maybe where that would be, North Africa?
No man, anywhere in Africa way up in the hills. North, south, east and west. You have high place. You have high place where them call temperate because it's cooler. And those things grow at them places.
Yes. So I just want to share that today. I work with this still.
Yeah man,
I
that's
just
good
want
man.
to share that with you today. Make it
What if I think survive? You ever hear people, I want people say, nobody run go down where the trouble then all some people drown and over people down a river. I hear them say, nobody go down there, cause if you go down there, you go drown, you know, me no business, You ever hear them thing there?
Yeah, man, because I'm a countryman, you know.
You know, business,
So,
hold on, sir. That is a very strong African expression that used up today. All in the West African country, everything the people them say, I was going home, and you know.
Yeah, when you watch the African movie, them even today, you hear them, the Nigerian and the Ghanaian movie, you hear them say, everything they say, at the end.
Yes, and they. May they come.
Yeah.
May they come and this and that. That's very African. Right in modern
Yes.
times. Yeah, man.
Yes.
Holy
we use the same thing here in Jamaica, too.
Yes, man. They know that, me I say.
Yeah, because right now, more time you hear in every day country, your man call him mother. Say, mommy, yo.
Yeah.
Mommy, yo. We don't say, we say,
Yes, and when somebody call you, especially woman, you say, mommy, and she say, woo. You know?
Yes.
African expression, them, yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So, me dep on the work, so maybe me call about later.
All you say, dep on the work, all the day. Strictly African, that, you know, day.
Yeah, man.
Cool, man.
So, we are African. Nobody fool we, but we are. But the thing is, we come from West Africa, not East Africa.
Most of it, some of it come from East Africa. Most of it come from West Africa, but some come from East Africa, some come from South.
Yeah, but most of it, when you see over here, so, a place like Ghana, Nigeria, Niger, Mali, Guinea.
That's true. Anyway, we're there on it here, sir.
Yeah, man. Big up here.
Next call. Good morning. Welcome.
Sister, greetings. Good morning.
Go on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, pan the same look at the Virgin of the song offer.
Yeah.
Me learn what they say. You ever hear the word kunu, munu?
Yeah, kunu, munu.
Yeah, man. So kunu now will derive from there's a person.
Yeah.
And munu now is like, they must say, is an animal. So, you know, you could have described some people behavior who them not operate like a human being.
Yes.
So them operate less than a human being. Like kunu munu.
Yes.
You understand? So it's like an adjective to describe an individual who, you know, in the African way, if you say kunu munu, you know, we often use that in Jamaica.
Yeah,
and enough of our public official them. We know them are person because them come out a human being. But them action are some kunu munu action.
Yeah.
Such as the legislation where, you know, them a try pass, or if them pass it already, you know, I try put bad word in a language, a criminalized bad word.
Not even bad word, worse than that.
Yeah.
Hold on, please. Word that is not bad word, them want charge of it now. So if you book up, especially if you talk to certain people, so them turn certain people into privileged people. So transport authority coming like a royalty now. But when you talk to them, you have to be careful how you talk to them. Because if you talk to them too hard, they will charge you up to $500,000 and put you in prison for 6 months. Transport authority people. So you see them use the law now to make certain people special and to intimidate you. You never cause somebody, you know. You only want to talk about them, so them not do them work good. You hear me say? Okay.
Well, a solution to that, you know, Mr. Small, then, because I think about it long and hard, and you challenge me back in the past, say, come up with a solution, because we can just talk about the problem. So, you know, I think they can put body cameras on our policemen and our and the transport authority ensure that all of them equipped with body cameras, so we can see what they are doing wrong and how the public is responding to them. Because I know some of them are from Kunumono and them have to try and extort, because them already are doing it, and them are try to intimidate the citizens. So the government need to do them things.
All right, hold on right there, sir.
Yes.
You are talking what the government need to do. All the while I advise people, don't be quick to be talking what other people need to do.
Sure.
You can't tell them what them need. You can only talk about your needs. You need the government to do that. It's not the government need to do that. They don't need a damn thing more than to be in government. Listen to me. They don't need a damn thing more than to be in government and a thief. You can't tell the government what them need to do. You can decide what you need them to do. All right, now the next thing now. You think that the government going to put body camera on all police and all transport authority?
I don't think them have that political.
Just tell me yes or no, man. It will take too long if you take that long.
No.
All right,
no.
If you know that them not going to do it, therefore now you have to start plan how to get yourself and others into the position where you can start insist on all police have a body camera on all transport authority. Because you know that the government not going to do it. And them only do it to a few policemen, and half of the time it not turn on. And if it turn on and it have anything on it that go and get trouble, then wipe it off. Remember some of the camera we catch all green, flight green where they. Yeah, you hear me? Are you hearing me?
I hear you, man.
All right. Some of the camera we catch flight green and the other guy them have broke the protocol where they. You have to go to the hotel where them was, and get the camera that was there to see who else was there. Remember?
Yeah. Definitely.
And remember what happened to all of them camera footage that when we want to look on it and see who else was there. Remember what happened?
I think you could see some. I think them. I look up.
No,
like
all
them.
Camera footage wipe off.
Yes.
So therefore now, the only solution is to move out them people and people like them. So you have to have the long-term plan. Move them out. Because they're not going to do what we need them to do.
Next
call.
Thank you for reminding me. That is just really the long-term plan. And to me right now, that is the only plan. We don't have no other alternative.
That's the only plan.
You understand?
Yeah.
The thing about it, Mr. Small, I'm bring it up, because the pandemic, I was a taxi man, Zane.
Yeah.
So I may have my 2 youth them. I may have to survive. I lose my work, so I may have to survive. And me now go around you. You have taxi man who behave, like some kuno-mono. You understand? And sometimes them don't want to be disciplined. So at the end of the day, something has to be done. And we, the citizens, know and experiencing things from taxi man. But even more grievous is the things where we are experiencing from people in our government, and they are not held accountable. But some simple little things where need to be dealt with, but not in a way where you have to charge a man $500,000 for language. You understand? It makes no sense. You understand?
Hold on. I have to stop you there. It's not about making sense, and it's time that you stop talking about what makes sense and go. It's not about making sense. So stop. It is not good for you to be bemoaning and to be getting away sad about what don't make sense in government. The government is not about making sense. The longer we believe that the government is about making sense and therefore them is failing, the longer we'll be fooling ourselves and giving them more time. They like when you talk this way, can't give them more time. I have no more time for them. But I have to go to the next call. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Next call. Good morning. Welcome.
Greetings.
All right. What go on, man?
I'm Virgin. I'm super.
Yeah, man.
Giving thanks,
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Fine.
And the family?
Yes, man.
Give thanks and big up the callers and listeners to your program, both locally and internationally.
Yes, sir.
Yes, my brother. I listened to a conversation not too long ago and just feel to just give me a little piece.
Yes, sir.
What I think on the issue. And it's about self.
Self.
Yeah, all those ones look at themselves individually. You know? No, you and a Belgium was talking about trust.
About what?
Trust.
Come again?
Trust.
Trust, right.
Yes, and you ask the Belgian if he trusts himself.
Yes.
And the Belgian said, no, I don't understand that.
No, I think I asked him if I asked him if anybody trusts him.
No, but you ask him also.
Okay.
Himself, and he said no.
Okay, I trust your memory.
Yes, man. Take it from me.
Yes.
You know, no, Mark, you know, trust is a very important thing, all right?
Yes, vital.
I mean, if a man says don't trust the next person, I can understand that.
Yes.
Because sometimes people have to prove themselves.
Yeah, all the while.
But I'm thinking about you know, yourself, my brethren, as an individual.
Yes.
I think everything starts from you.
Yes.
Because you only have control over yourself.
Exactly.
Out of that, you don't have no other control, boss. So I say, trust is a characteristic that you have to develop unto you.
Yes.
Because as a man, Jerry, in your family unit, have to trust you.
Yeah, otherwise it's not a family.
That me I talk about, brethren, that's the mantle that we have to carry. So therefore, trust is a hammer one have to take on to themselves.
Yeah.
And that's very important because they're fathers. And we have to play a father role, and a father role means the children have to trust you because you're their daddy.
Yes.
Right, am I wrong, sir?
Yes, and we are entrusted with them. They are not our property.
That is what I'm
Up
talking
to yesterday,
about.
for about the second time in about 3 days, I hear somebody referring to two parents. Say the two parents share a child. In other words, it's two of them child. They don't share a child. A child is not their possession, but people think of them way there.
No, your child is in your care.
Yes, sir. They are entrusted to your care.
Most definitely.
Until such time.
And that's why the trust factor comes in.
Yes, sir.
Because when you grow them that way and they become adult and they realize the care and attention that you gave them, when their children come and for them time come to step up now, then automatically now they realize how important that trust and care is.
Yes, sir.
And it also don't happen only in the home. We have to take it outside too.
Exactly. We learn it inside and we use it outside.
Most definitely.
And we can cultivate it outside like how you cultivate anything.
Most definitely. So I tell people that listen to me, there's a thing called responsibility. They are good habits and they are bad habits.
Yeah.
And because we're not perfect individuals, we have both. We have to create the balance now by trying to clear out the good ones and keep the good ones, Rasta.
Yeah.
Because that's part of our development.
And as you say, I have come to learn that bad habits or any habit that you don't want are not got rid of easily. You don't just get rid of a bad habit. It is usually the easiest way to get rid of a bad habit. You have to replace it with something else. You have to start practice something else. So you have to fill up the space. If the space left empty, the easiest thing for the bad habit. Even coaching, you coach football, track and field. You know that if somebody not lifting them knee high enough or them not extending them arm behind them enough, and you train them to do it. And if you don't reinforce the training, the bad habit start come right back in.
Most definitely. So therefore, you have to supervise it.
Yeah, and reinforce it.
On the right channel.
Yeah, and you develop a good habit.
That is it.
To keep out the bad one.
Because remember, we are perfect beings, you know. We are habitual.
Yes.
So the things that we practice.
Yeah.
So therefore, trust is one of them.
Of course.
Not the only one. It's just one of them.
Because trust is one of them and you practice it, you review trust from time to time.
Truly.
If you can rely on your wife all the while, to come on time when you and she for meet somewhere.
Yes, I.
You check the time. You still check the time. Next time you tell her come 5 after 11. You still check the time. And if it is 2 minutes, if she 2 minutes late or 5 minutes late or 10 minutes late, when she come, you ask her, so how come you know usually late? How come you're late? You don't just love it and make she come 10 minutes later. You know, so you're not trying to rough her like picnic, you know. But you need to review how come you're always on time and you're not upon time today.
Yes.
Because gradually she will develop a habit to say, soon come, you know. And if you no bother say nothing to her, she go and develop the habit and say, but I cool man, but I know say me come 15 minutes late. Everything alright. And she develop a habit different from how she used to move the first 20 years. It's not that you have her as a child, but you are reviewing so that you can know her new habits. Or you know, say, right, her knee sick or something. But you do review, trust.
That is true. That is so true, my brethren. No fear no way. You know, some just need the brethren are hoping that the brethren just listening to this conversation for no so right now, watch ya. If you not trust nobody at all in your circles, at least trust yourself, Rasta.
Yes, and I review myself. I find I have to review myself more time too.
Of course.
All right, some things are intuitive or some of them are self-taught.
Yes.
I have 5 daughters before I get a son. And I remember instinctively when my daughter them reached 7, 8, me stop have them a sit down in my lap and me and them a talk all half hour. Because I know them getting more mature.
That's correct.
And my mind tell me say, don't make them get used to a sit down in your lap till them all 11, 12, 13.
Yes, sir.
Because this going to put them on them guard now, say.
Yes, sir.
Why a man tell me to come sit down in them lap? I know a lady, you know. I met a very nice young lady one night at Heineken Star Time. I'm get to know her mother and them way. And she love her mother dearly. And at the same time, she hate her mother for certain things. Her mother used to work with a man, have a big business, and she clean up the place. So every evening, when she clean up the place when work are done, her little daughter come from school and meet her there, and you know they're going playing around till she ready. The little daughter 8, and this big man, money man, you know, always said. Meanwhile, mommy I clean up the office and said to her, "Come here, girlie, come here, man, come talk to me. I want a sweet and him get a sweet." And I say, "Hey, now what you doing in school?" And this I'm going to chat to her. Tell him say, "Come sit down on my lap, man." And she go sit down on her man lap.
Oh my.
And after a while, she start feel the man lap get bony. and she want to excuse herself, and the man said, "No man, sit down, man. Sit down, man. You don't enjoy sit down in my lap."
Wow.
And she said no, and then her mother come in her room, and then the man say, "Girl, you know I want to sit down in my lap again. How she behave so?" And she knows me coming like her daddy. And my girl mother said to her, "Behave yourself, man. Sit down in my Mr. G lap, man, with you."
What? And
afterwards the girl go home and said to mommy say, "Me not like sit down in Mr. D lap because him lap get bony, look like him a lose weight." And the mother said, "Sit down in him lap because you want me to go lose my little work." And she vexed with her mother from she 8, 9 because after she explained to her mother still want her to hold on upon the work. She want the little 9-year-old to help her hold on upon the work by keep Mr. G company. Meanwhile, she had dust out the next room. And she grew and she love her mother, and still she hate her for that because she go to her mother.
I understand now. Yes.
You just understand? Wait, tough like bone.
But no, I pick you up, man.
I drive you, man.
No, that, man. Is that me know it is possible, you know, but it's going into details, my brethren.
Yeah.
Because I said she don't love her, and I said the mother don't love her.
Oh, you just understand the love yet part.
Yeah, man.
Yes, man.
Yeah, man. And then the thing is that too, just try to tell her mother something. But
yes, and it's that burner, you know. That burner, she pinch her mother. When she go, she not pinch her mother when she there, you know. She go and go pinch her mother because she know one brother and sister here.
Yes.
And when she pinch her mother, she find out her mother is hold her mother. Is the mother understand, but she a hold on her job.
My God.
And she have to go pay the price. At 12 o'clock in the eyeball, here, sir.
Rastafari. Rastafari, man. Give thanks and praise and pick up the ICH feedback.
Yes, I trust you will phone back before 1 year time.
No problem. Yeah. No, man, I work, man. I wash my face, my bed.
Yeah, I wash my face, man. You can't have problem with first, man. All right,
yo,
cool.
Give thanks to Rastafari. So link you up.
Yes, sir. Cool, no?
Respect.
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces.
Good day, I'm Anjui James Sawyers with JIS Midday News for Thursday, July 21. Coming up, Jamaica calls for development of international financing model for region's ICT growth. Public invited to view and comment on comprehensive disaster risk management policy and disaster preparedness town hall happening this evening in St. Mary. The news in detail after the break.
I made advice I don't know all this shot and tally. I have a message to everyone. Get vaccinated. Hey, tourism the main driver of the local economy. It provides us with jobs, feed the country. So everybody in the industry, get the job and come follow me. It don't hurt to the nerd. Link the nurse cause the vaccine work. Get vaccinated. Yeah. This is a message from the Ministry of Tourism. Get vaccinated. Just get vaccinated. You're deaf?
Now the news. Minister of Local Government and Rural Development Desmond McKenzie is inviting the public to view the Comprehensive Disaster Risk Management Policy and Strategy 2020 to 2040 Green Paper and to comment on its provisions. The policy seeks to ensure that by 2040, Jamaica will have strengthened its social and economic resilience to significantly reduce the negative effects of national disasters. The document, which was tabled in Parliament on Tuesday, will be available on a range of websites, including that of the Parliament, the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development, and the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM.
There will be a series of consultations with stakeholders across the island for a limited period, after which the feedback will be assessed and the necessary changes are made.
Noting that Jamaica is the third most exposed country in the world to multiple hazards, Minister McKenzie says he expects the public's participation to yield a document that can consolidate Jamaica's pace of development through effective disaster risk reduction. Meanwhile, residents have been cautioned against ignoring pleas by the local authorities to evacuate their homes when threatened by a natural disaster. Minister of Local Government and Rural Development Desmond McKenzie says this is especially important for residents living in flood-prone and disaster risk areas.
I'm asking you to listen to the various warnings. Go to the shelters when you are asked. If you are told to leave, it is important that you cooperate and leave. Find safe grounds.
Minister McKenzie was speaking at the second in the series of disaster preparedness town halls in White House, Westmoreland recently. The next town hall will be held today, July 21, at the St. Mary Anglican Church Hall starting at 6 p.m. The meeting will be preceded by an expo at the Claude Stewart Park scheduled to start at 12 noon. Minister without portfolio in the office of the Prime Minister Floyd Green has called for the development of an international financing model for the development of information and communications technology ICT systems in the region. The minister made the call at the just concluded 37th Annual Conference and Trade Exhibition in Miami, Florida. The yearly event is an initiative of the Caribbean Association of National Telecommunications Operations, CANTO. Mr. Green says CANTO must develop strategies on how the region can lead in ICT instead of having a constant need to catch up to the rest of the world. He adds that critical areas such as education, farming, and fishing should be targeted to incorporate technological advancements. The 4-day CANTO-led conference was held under the theme Enabling the Digital Evolution. And 9 local female scientists have been designated as Science and Technology Extraordinaires by the Scientific Research Council, SRC. They are biochemist Dr. Simone Badal, lecturer Dr. Winklet Gallimore, biochemist and medical microbiologist Dr. Michelle Hamilton, oceanographer and geospatial information system specialist Dr. Ava Maxim, plant health specialist Dr. Lisa Myers-Morgan, professor of medical microbiology Alison Nicholson, lecturer lecturer Dr. Felicia Ricketts, molecular biologist Professor Marcia E. Roy, and environmental physicist Professor Tanika Stevenson. The Science and Technology Extraordinaires JA program aims to celebrate and recognize outstanding Jamaican female scientists and technologists whose works have made an impact.
Our women play an important role in this global revolution. Though unfortunately their numbers are few, the recognition of these phenomenal ladies is poised to motivate other females already in the field to excel and to establish mentors for our young girls.
Minister of Science, Energy and Technology Darrell Vaz addressing the launch of the Science and Technology Extraordinaires program recently. That was JIS News. I'm Anjui James Sawyers.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Lakshmi Singh. President Biden has tested positive for the coronavirus. The White House says a 79-year-old's COVID symptoms so far are very mild. Biden's fully vaccinated and twice boosted, but the White House medical unit is required to inform all the president's close contacts, including those with whom he interacted during his travels yesterday, a day after he last tested negative. NPR's Franco Ordonez has more.
He traveled to Massachusetts yesterday, and he was on his way to Pennsylvania today. Obviously, those plans are going to be shaken up quite a bit. But earlier this week, when he came back from his trip from the Middle East and Asia, he had a very quiet schedule. He was not seen at the White House. I was at the White House Monday and Tuesday. He was, there was barely a peep from the president. He did make a surprise appearance when the First Lady of Ukraine arrived for a meeting with First Lady Jill Biden.
First Lady Jill Biden says she has spoken with her husband.
He's doing fine. He's feeling good. I tested negative this morning. I am going to keep my schedule. I am, according to CDC guidelines, I am keeping masks.
The First Lady's schedule includes stops in Michigan and Georgia today. The House Select Committee investigating last year's attack on the U.S. Capitol holds its last in a series of summer hearings tonight. NPR's Claudia Grisales has more.
Select Committee aides say the hearing will illustrate how on January 6 last year, then President Trump refused to call to defend the Capitol in the midst of the attack between the hours of 1:10 p.m. and 4:17 p.m. Democrat Elaine Luria of Virginia and Republican Adam Kinzinger of Illinois will lead the primetime hearing. Chairman Benny Thompson, who tested positive for coronavirus earlier this week, will appear remotely. Sources tell NPR two former Trump White House officials, former National Security Council member Matthew Pottinger and one-time Deputy White House Press Secretary Sarah Matthews, will testify. Both resigned soon after the attack. Claudia Grisales, NPR News, Washington.
Russia's resumed gas deliveries to Europe after a 10-day stoppage for repairs. It prompted accusations the Kremlin was weaponizing its energy resources. Here's NPR's Charles Maines.
Russia's Nord Stream 1 pipeline resumed gas flows to Germany Thursday morning, according to the pipeline's operator. Earlier this week, Russian President Vladimir Putin insisted that the state energy giant Gazprom, which owns the pipeline, would meet all its delivery requirements to Europe, but warned of possible shortfalls due to additional seasonal repairs. Gazprom already cut flows along Nord Stream by up to 60% after a key turbine went offline for repairs this spring.
NPR's Charles Maines reporting. You're listening to NPR News. Italy's Prime Minister Mario Draghi has offered to step down. Adam Rainey reports from Rome he's tendered his resignation to Italy's president.
President Sergio Mattarella has asked Mario Draghi to carry on as a caretaker prime minister until snap elections are held, likely in the fall. Draghi said he would only continue with the full support of his national unity government, which he led for a year and a half. Draghi submitted a resignation last week after a party in his coalition boycotted a previous vote of confidence. President Mattarella refused to accept that resignation and had asked Draghi to see if he could hold the coalition together. His resignation threatens to throw Italy, the third largest economy in the European Union, into political turmoil right as it is facing several crises, including inflation, the war in Ukraine, and a devastating drought. For NPR News, I'm Adam Rainey in Rome.
Weekly unemployment claims hit their highest level in more than 8 months in the United States. The Labor Department says 7,000 additional Americans filed for assistance last week compared to the week before, which put the overall number of applications for the week at 251,000. The Biden administration said the job market remains strong despite record high inflation. This week, polls showed President Biden's public approval rating had fallen to 36%, the lowest point since he took office 19 months ago. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 67 points at 31,806. The Nasdaq is up more than 0.5%. S&P 500 up slightly, 13 points. I'm Lakshmi Singh, NPR News.
Not everybody wants to run around the White House or Congress all day. That's where the NPR Politics podcast comes in. At 5 p.m., NPR's best political reporters get together and break down the biggest political stories. No noise, just friends making sense of Washington. Listen to the NPR Politics podcast every weekday.
What should a taxi service do for you? On-Time Taxi Service is more than just a ride to the other side of town. They offer clean and spacious vehicles, reliable service, and promise to always look out for their customers. They'll come when you call and take you where you want to go on time.
From anywhere at all. You can call us at 926-3866.
We are something special on the road.
Let not your hearts be troubled. Just believe in God Almighty and daily renew the mind. As we live in this time when fake is more valued than real, and lies prefer to truth, the unnatural put above the natural. This is Lady Donna, aka Double D Don, with a new song, Almighty Jah, encouraging your people to keep the faith that God will make a way. Get your copy today. It's on all digital platforms. Lady Donna Official on Instagram, Facebook, AsujaRecords.com. For bookings, Asuja Record Label at Gmail. Almighty Jah!
This is the beginning of a revolution.
The voice of our generation.
Hands up in the air now. It's your boy Drizzy Drake.
This is Rihanna.
The Lil Chico Pitbull.
I'm Nicki Minaj.
Yo, this is Usher.
Go DJ, go DJ, go.
It's your boy Flo Rida, and you're checking out
Best FM. Dance and let's find me. Best FM. Best FM. Came up against your home.
Hey, this is Apostle Siobhan Lawrence, and I'll be on Bess FM every Thursday at 9 p.m. with a program that is called Purpose Can't Die. In this season, you should win. In this season, it's your winning season. You don't want to miss it. Apostle Siobhan Lawrence from Refuge Kingdom Deliverance Ministry will be on the air. This is your time to move into your goal that God has set before your life. Join me on the air, Apostle Siobhan Lawrence on Bess FM.
I've got to go with my...
Them have over 35 years of experience and them diagnose your problem and get back your transmission brand new. For them service excellent and efficient. Trust me, man. You hear me? Call them at 929-7040 or go to them at 106 Maxfield Avenue, Kingston 13 and talk directly to the boss. Just tell them I'm me send you.
You big star. Yeah, man, respect my boss.
I try and call you, know, cause trust me.
Waiters, Auto Spares and Repairs, good afternoon.
What a relief.
Best 100 FM is the authentic voice of Jamaica, promoting your prosperity with better vibes and better music. Let us promote your goods and services for you. Advertise with us. For more information, call our office at 876-276-8935. That's 276-8935.
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
Let I listen to Best FM.
Mr. DJ, can't you see I'm happy? The smile on my face.
Isochar Music presents the single I I'm Happy by Mary Isaacs. Produced by Sangy Davis. Distributed by Tough Gong International. Available on iTunes and all digital platforms. Email isocharmusic with a Z at gmail.com. I'm Happy by Mary Isaacs is on the Isochar Music label. Promoters of clean, uplifting reggae music.
I've been waiting for your love, my love. I'm happy, so very happy. I've been waiting for your love, my love. Get done waiting for your love, my love. Thank you, Lord, for sending love to me. I'm so blessed. I'm feeling so complete. I've been yearning for your love so long. Kept on yearning for your love so long. Now my heart is happy and free, full of love, so much love flowing for you and me. I'm happy, so very happy. I've been praying for your love, my love. Knelt and prayed for your love, my love. You're the gift, a special gift that finally came through. Always knew I'd find you and you would find me too. I've been wanting your sweet love, my love. Kept on wanting your sweet love, my love. What a blend of love we now share. Peace and love, joy and light surrounds me everywhere. I'm so happy. I'm happy, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, Mr. DJ, can't you see I'm happy? The smile on my face, see me when my waist, I'm happy. If you love the vibes, 'cause we're alive, get happy. Turn up the sound, everyone around, be happy. I'm happy, 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 happy. I've been waiting for your love, my love. Kept on waiting for your love, my love. Thank you, love, for sending love to me. I'm so blessed. I'm feeling so complete. Oh, I'm so blessed to love. I'm feeling so complete.
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place up the PC. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. 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 Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister.
All right, welcome back to the program here today. And this is the second half of the program into the afternoon here. And expect to be called at 12:30 by somebody from the Nyabingi house to tell us about some birthday celebration arrangements of His Imperial Majesty 130th birthday. 12:30, we expect the call. Also, well, I get a little visit from Loving Deer yesterday, the old time singer, Loving Deer, singer, Jamaican entertainer, and him have a music. I think he must enter it in the festival too. I think we're going to get a chance to play it. But in the meantime, the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. We're going to play the music, Donna. Don't Believe Him, Lenny Mile. Playing this for the safe return of Donna. I think she named Donna Lee Donaldson. And for the relief of our friends and family. Have that music? Donna, Don't Believe Him. Because from what our family tell us, it is a very abusive relationship that she did not enjoy with this policeman in whose company last she was known to be before she got missing. Didn't enjoy it. Not enjoyable. Probably she love her like him, but him not have a reputation, not treat her good at all. Let's hear from Lenny Miles. You hear me? Yes, good afternoon. Welcome to the program. Good afternoon. Welcome to the program. All right, guess back to the music. I need you. Don't believe him, he's lying. Donna, I love you. Don't believe him.
stay in my heart. Please stay in my heart.
Might play it again, you know. But the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. Good afternoon, welcome. Good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. Jerry Simone.
How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm okay. This is Empress Camille. First time calling a talk show, but I always listen to you.
Empress who?
Camille.
Camille, lovely.
Yes, but I'm in the parish of Clarendon, I'm in the hills, you know?
Which one of the district?
Lampard district.
Lampard, pardon me? Lampard, right?
Yeah, Lampard in Frankfield.
Okay, I know where.
But that's why you big up the farmers, them, because you know we are plant the food, you know, supply the people, them, you know?
Yes,
all
ma'am.
about with food and them stuff there, you know?
Yeah, ma'am.
And we also make the good bitters, them, the bitters and the noni pan.
The bitters and the noni. The bitters and the noni.
A bike was passing, Mr. Jerry.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, man. And
the noni punch, you make the noni punch and the bitters. The bitters are where you use and cleanse your body. Aloe vera, think of Bible, you know?
Yes.
All purpose, you know? It does everything, you know? It clean the kidney, clean the bladder, it clean the colon.
So tell me something now. When you plant it and reap it, you package it or you just sell it out at the root?
We just we plant it, you know, but normally we cut it. But sometimes we don't really cut it out of the root like grow.
You are outdoors?
Yeah, they are outdoors.
No, you are outdoors there now?
Yeah, I'm outdoor right now.
Alright, maybe you could have go behind a door or go in a room. Because the bike sound near a while ago.
Yeah, I took a couple bikes to that pass. I'm up on the main road. Because I have a little shop up on the main road, you know?
Oh, I know, I pass. Probably I come at your place because sometimes I usually pass there and stop a couple times, you know?
Okay, but I always listen to your program and I tell you, say you talk some reality thing. If I live a Waltham, if I live a town, you know, I listen to your program, you know, but I never yet call you yet.
Yeah, man, glad to hear you still.
Yeah, man, and keep up the good work, you know. I'm in love with the I do, you know, because I educate the nation, you know.
Yeah, man, it take many of us to each one teach one another, you know.
Right. A Rastafari, I would say, you know, and just keep strong, you know,
yeah,
and
man.
protection.
I know, sir.
And life.
Yes, and that's what we did rise up to. The Rastafari did rise up as a family, where we go amongst the rest of the African them and reassure them, say, we not have about to no Queen of England, and we must free if we get together. And
yes,
and as we always warn the people, from in the 1930s, we always warn the people, them say, mind the politician them where the British them back and put in front, because them did run out Marcus Garvey out of Jamaica, you know, and replace them with, and when him run out of Jamaica and frustrated 1935, them support, Britain and America support Manley and Buster, say, these half-breed, you know, because them had in a lot of white blood. Manley not in about a half white blood, and Buster man have in about 3/4 or more, and them say, these mixed white people and black people, them two man were able to control the people mind and don't make them break away. But the Rastafari always warn them, say, no, we must break away first by start eat our own food, try plant our own things, and that's why we always even capture land too, because we know we have a right to land. Yes, Sister Camille, yeah, Empress Camille.
Yeah, for real, Mr. Samal, man, everything what you say a reality, you know?
Yeah.
Because when you sow, you know, that you have to reap, you know. So when you plant your own food, you know, you have a better eat, because possibly you don't plant your own food and, you know, use fertile, you use natural things to grow it, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, so yeah, say a reality, you know. I'm just want you bless up the youth, them a lampard, you know, just tell them to hold it and just keep a firm meditation, you know?
Yes.
And farming is key, you know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So have a good day, you know. Another time we talk, yeah, Mr. Jerry Simon?
All right. Thank you very much, yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Rastafari, more strength.
One love. Thank you. We have more? All right. We have some live chat here from to catch up with. Live chat to catch up with. Live chat. Johnny Johnson. Hold on. Yeah, I get a call from Loving there correcting me saying him never enter the music in a festival. It's just some music him put out lately. A little more go and get a chance to listen to it. Have some live chat, you know. Johnny Johnson said, Uncle, the growing awareness of Rastafari. And it then disappear from my screen. Let's try to get back this live chat, yeah. Alright, hear me now. We ready with the Loving Dear music? Ready with the Loving Dear music? Alright, let us have Loving Dear music. I think it named Party Time and One Love. One Love and Party Time. Let's go.
Hold the party around so, and where some of that man come from so, me no know. Hold them a jam so, me no know. Hold them a wind up them bam bam so, and what so? Jammins and one, what a bam bam. I want a woman fi jam. No time for your chat to no one bagger man. I want a woman fi jam. In a the jam session, I am the man with the plan. I want a woman fi jam. Good vibes are flowing, now stop and go. I want a woman fi jam. All of them nice. Niceness turn up all night long. Woman get hot when them engine turn on. Fire! Hot, 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 but no ring the alarm. Them your woman hot from them born. Non-stop jamming all night till day. Everybody have to move when the tune play. Woman broke out all kind of way. Me want one of them day. Got me say, jamming's a one. What a bam bam. I want a woman fi jam. Any one of them. No time for your chat to no one bagger man. I want a woman fi jam. Yeah, man. In a the jam session, I am the man with the plan. I want a woman fi jam. Take your choice. Good vibes are flowing, now stop and go. I want a woman fi jam. Kiss me neck. Woman there, ya whole heap of woman there. The whole of them acting like a pepper body, fitting like a waffle. Hear me? Woman there, ya whole heap of woman there. Them a jam and them a raise me body temperature. Follow me. Don't make me hear it for the sexy passe. Watch them a jam and them a wind them body. Anyway you see the hot woman passe, in there you are gonna find me. In there. Jamming's a one, what a bam bam. I want a woman fi jam. Any one of them. No time for your chat to no one bagger man. I want a woman fi jam. Take your choice. In a the jam session, I am the man with the plan. I want a woman fi jam. All of them nice. Good vibes are flowing, now stop and go. I want a woman fi jam. Blow, I hold a party around so. Where some of that man come from so. That me say, hold them a jam so. Hey, I hold them a wind up them bam bam so. I was so. Jamming's a one, what a bam bam. I want a woman fi jam. Yeah, man. No time for your chat to no one bagger man. I want a woman fi jam. Take your choice. In a the jam session, I am the man with the plan. I want a woman fi jam. All of them nice.
Yes, the sound of Loving Dear. Name Party Time. Alright. We're going to go back to some live chat. We're going to be playing some more Loving Dear as the days go by. Or might have him come in. Good afternoon, welcome.
Jerry.
Welcome.
Yes, sir. Pleasure hearing you.
Come again.
Listen to you. Namaste. It's a pleasure hearing you again.
Yes, yes.
I listen to your program almost every day, and I find great aspect of it very informative. So I just want to ask you two things, and I listen to you.
All right. Tell me something. You have on a radio nearby?
Oh,
you have a radio?
You hear me better now?
You have a radio nearby?
Better?
No.
No, you hear me better now?
I hear some talking in the background. Is that radio or some people?
No. I don't know. That's the vehicle in my part.
No, man, they're talking here.
All right.
Go ahead. Yes, man.
Right. I want you to help me to understand this. Well, do you believe that we are better off today in Jamaica after 60 years of independence?
Better off than what? Better off than what?
In terms of moving forward as a country and the achievement. And the other one.
Yeah.
Next thing, we know they are planning to move the Queen as head of state.
Who are planning that? Who are planning that?
The government, based on what we hear.
No, I don't believe so at all.
Oh, yeah, you don't believe that. All right, listen to me out.
All right, no, tell me what is the concern about moving the Queen?
No, man, I just want to find out from you if and when that happens, what effect it will have on us, and how would we select a president?
All right, make I answer the first one. The second one first. I don't believe that they are planning to move any queen. But if they do so, it is just a symbolic thing. They are still a puppet-minded set of people. Not only the JLP, but the PNP is a puppet-minded set of people. The PNP did not start out that way. The PNP started out as a national movement, a nationalist movement, a movement organized in a community to achieve nationhood. The PNP started out that way, but it was soon undermined. You hear me?
Yeah, man, I listen to you.
It was soon undermined from inside and from outside by this method. Communism did take a root in a very large country, Russia.
Right.
20 years before the PNP formed in 1917. And the idea of communism that things must share amongst the people in our country, not only amongst the rich, and not only amongst who have plenty land. That idea started to spread. So there was a hope spreading in the world that communism would bring around equality and prosperity for everyone. But because in the early days now, you did have some socialist people in the PNP. Socialism is not as extreme as communism, but it has some similar ideas, but more moderate.
Right.
So when the English saw that this new political party rise up, and it having a lot of socialists and it having some communists, them decide to divide it, go inside of it and divide it by sowing division between it, amongst it, you understand?
Yes.
So Bustamante, you born and grow Jamaica?
Yes, man.
About what age group you know?
Me born 59, that's why I ask you, and I enjoy some of the what do you call it now, post-independent before it, what.
Hold on, you're not sounding so clear. Post-independence what?
No, and I say...
No, don't go right back. Don't go right back. Just go to post-independence, what you say?
No, man. I enjoy some of the stuff, some of the things in terms of like the rail system that was in place, the bus system, and in terms of even school, you never have nobody.
All right. You said that the bus rail system in place long time and bus system, and you say it was better that time?
I think so. That's my view.
All right. The system of transport was better that time. And who organized that system of transport?
I don't know. We buy some seats.
Hold on. You remember the question me ask you? What's the question me ask you?
Who organized the bus system?
Who organized that system of transport? Just tell me who you believe organized that system of transport.
Well, to me, it was organized under the before we become independent. I
never ask you when, You're telling me when it organized before independence. I'm not asking when it organized. I ask you who organized that.
No, that's not, we don't know old. You were telling me, we don't know.
No. Hold on. You say you're nearly 60, right?
Mm.
And you must have an idea who organized train system, right?
I guess it must organized by the government.
Yeah, the government. And who was running the government that time?
You wouldn't know if it was the GS12. There was no GLTRP.
No, the train system organized from in the 1800s. So is who would organize it?
And the British rule then.
What? What's that?
And the British government.
Yeah, the British organized those things.
Right.
And they organized them for themselves. They never organized them to help us. You understand? You understand?
Right.
Hold on. I ask if you understand that.
But here you.
Yes, okay. No, I don't get no. You see, if you get a long answer, the whole thing take longer than what it need to take. So you understand that they never organize these things to help us. Yeah? You realize that?
We wouldn't totally agree.
All right. No, just say yes, no, man. The longer you take, the longer sentence you talk to answer. It takes longer to move on to something else. I just want to know if you understand that they wasn't organizing anything to help us.
All right. Now listen to you.
No, you realize that they wasn't organizing anything to help us?
Well, for themselves, because we was under slavery.
Just say yes, no, man, that we can move and go on, man.
All right, yes.
If it's yes, that means you organize. So therefore realize that the British not organize nothing to help us. If them organize education is not to help us. It's to have people who can work for them, who can count and who can read document. That you can work for them and carry out them work. Yeah? Right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why people understand that none of these things, even law and order of police and those things, wasn't organized to help us. It was organized to help them. Everything that them organized was organized to help them. So therefore, that is how if people understand these things, will gradually get it out of their mind that under the British we would be better off, because a lot of people have those things in their mind.
No, I'm not saying we would be better off, but if we continue with, as you say, with some of the things that they left to help themselves,
yes.
If we had improved on those things,
yes.
You think it would be more beneficial to us, no?
Yes, but it was not us in control after independence. Who was in control after 1962?
The Bustamante government.
Yes, Bustamante government is not us. Don't fool yourself. Let us not fool ourselves that Bustamante government is us. Or
no,
that,
man,
hold on, please. Just a little. Don't let us not fool ourselves that Bustamante government is us, or that Norman Manley government is us. We like to think that way, like how we think about Shelley and Miss Sharika Jackson and Miss Thompson. We like to think that these are our girls, and that the reggae girls is our girls. Now we have a right to think that because them is ordinary people born in Jamaica like us. But when it comes to the politician, it's not us, and they're not working for us. So therefore, that is why the train system dismantled, because it never suit them. The train system did suit me and you,
Right,
because it was a cheap form of transportation, and it avoid a whole heap of stop, like how you stop on the road when you drive on the road.
Right.
And a lot of freight and big heavyweight could have carried by it, so the freight reached to Mobile quicker.
Portland.
And it reached cheaper than if you send it by a truck. So all those things it suit us, but it never suit the big man.
Oh.
So whatever never suit them, they do away with. They never do anything to suit us. When I was young, you have beach all over Jamaica. Or you stop and sometimes you have to walk through a little bush and you come to some lovely beach, right?
Right.
Well, now in Jamaica, you hardly have any beach that you can enter freely. You know the reason for that?
Well, because the final them who are coming from invest, the beach become private.
Hold on, talk slow. No, talk every word. People are listening now. What is the reason why you believe hardly any beach are available to us now?
Based on the whole tourism industry and foreigners coming.
Yes, in other words, to the money men.
Right.
And to the politician who want to become money men, and so therefore they do everything to suit money men. The tourists more important than us getting a sea bath. Now most of the tourists don't even mind mixing up with us on the beach,
True.
But the owners of the land, the owners of the whole heap of land and whole heap of money and the politician don't like mixing up with us. So they transfer that idea to the tourism product or the hotel and them. Say, no little poor people must mix up on beach with them. So it's they, and not only that, they can get more money for the land beside the beach when they tell the person buying the land that we won't allow any niggers to be on the beach. So it's they bring that about the politician who looking friend with rich people because they want to become rich people too. The main thing that politicians do when them get voted into office is find out which big man or which big woman wants something done, and them do it for it, and them get a little pinch out of that for themselves, and them either hide it a foreign, or them get two lot of land like a housing scheme or go on and them do something for the housing developer. They might get a 10 house for themselves. Enough politicians get them thing, 10 house for themselves out of the housing scheme, or 2 pieces of land beside the hotel and all that kind of thing. You understand?
And I would agree with you, because when I listen to you see, and based on how you socialize from the lowest level to the highest level.
Yeah.
And I heard you say that you work on construction site. I am a trucker, so I know what you're talking about. I work on construction for many years.
Yes.
So I understand the whole dynamics of what you are saying, so I am in total agreement with you. Housing scheme that has been developed, the right infrastructure don't put in place, proper roading, drainage, but because the money able to let off our money, the house, the scheme, approved, and now we stuck in some area where government have the money to
too much,
so I agree with you.
Yes. So gradually you find, and it's not Jamaica alone these things happen, Them happen all over the world, but we know business because it happen all over the world, we satisfied at Jamaica. Because we've been robbed. So when we say the more robbery upon the long time robbery, we don't feel good about that at all. But it is possible for us gradually to discuss things and learn from one another and find ways to throw them off our back. Because many countries in the world, the people have been able to throw the bloodsuckers off of them back, and it can be done in Jamaica.
I'm not saying no, it can be done, but if we look back even at when like the what you call it now, like Paul Bogle and all these men who tried to fight, to give us freedom. Remember, it was the same slave who told the white men where he was and what they were doing.
No, not slave, maroon.
Maroon.
So I agree with you. So therefore, if you want to do better than Paul Bogle did well,
I know.
He did well, but he did not. He did well, but he did not succeed. So if you want to be better than Paul Bogle now, we study Paul Bogle and find out what mistakes or drawbacks he had. And then we study other people. Hold on, please. And then we study other people who successfully freed them country. And we learn from the lessons of those who successful. We learn from the lessons of Paul Bogle. And we learn some of the mistakes. And we do the thing better, because just like all the girls them who running in the World Championship, how you believe them get so good that Jamaica get 1, 2, 3? They go back and try better and better and better till them dominate the world now 18 years. Shelly Ann started 14 years ago, but before that Veronica Campbell and some more was winning at the Olympics. Marley Natty never win a sprint at the Olympics.
Right,
but from Veronica come up, that's 2004 come up, 18 years now. Because them do better and better and plan and see the mistakes. There's no giving up. Don't feel like say everything going to go like Paul Bogle. It going to come better and better.
All right, so Jerry, back to you now, you see, and why I say like the train system, the rail system, because I know you deal with construction. we wouldn't have so much. We shouldn't have so much trailer pulling 1,000 bags from here to Montego Bay. You know, a train to me would carry, plenty more, and maybe the cost would be cheaper, and then you use the trucks to take it from the port to to closer hardware or depot that they have. So me think if we have a proper rail system, it will help our economy better. Even though you said they did not create it for us, but now we have our hand on the handle.
No, we do not have our hand on the handle. But if we get our hand on the handle, we can make it work for us. We don't have our hand on the handle, and the politicians have the hand on the handle, and the politicians still working for them. But if we get our hand on the handle, what we will improve is not a rail system. We will improve a transportation system where the trucks... Hold on. Where the trucks carry the thing that come from abroad, from the wharf to the train, or carry the thing from the Jamaican factory or the Jamaican plantation to the train. The train carry the main long distance round the island, and then other trucks pick it up at the station and distribute it to the hardware or to other business or carry it to the other wharf in a Montego Bay to leave the island. So the train and the bus and the truck must all be integrated and working in coordination with one another, and all of the sectors of the transport system start to prosper more and more. And then the transport authority now, not to be run as an enemy, but to be run as a service. So the transport authority is supposed to be a service that make each transport operator operate good, so that the other transport operator don't have no problem. The transport authority not supposed to be working against all transport people, no. It's supposed to be working against violators of the transport system that the rest of the law-abiding transportation system go through good. So them supposed to be a service making us run things better. But because them is working now as a government thing and not as a service, as ruler. Now transport authority not supposed to rule no road, you know. And you see how them going out there like them a rule road?
Yeah, man.
They're supposed to serve. And the government is rotten and corrupt. That's why they make this law now to make it, to make transport operators who get in any argument to the transport authority people, them can fine you $500,000 or put you in prison. So they're making the transport authority people into a privileged class of higher class people who can threaten you and say, you want me to make you get charged and go to prison for 6 months? I have it as a third bully over here. You have the police and the soldier bully already. Them want to bring in the transport authority now as a bigger bully. Because I know the transport authority work with the police and plan and take away your truck and plan and take away your truck and take away your car and take away your coaster. There's a rotten set of dog. Not everybody in there is a dog, you know, but it's a set of dog with some human in between.
Really?
And they do it deliberately.
I hear you. All right, so we know we're taking up a lot of time, but the next thing...
No, call me back. Make us get through something.
All right.
But I appreciate the call, and please call back. You have enough time, can call back even in this...
all right. And thanks for your information, too.
Make the call. You have any more call coming? Give me one call, please. Good afternoon and welcome. Afternoon, welcome.
Yeah, Jerry.
Wagwan.
I have been. That's the far.
Yeah, I realize that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So we just want you there program to just make it known all over that at the Pittsburgh Nibing Center.
Yeah.
That tomorrow we celebrate the 130th anniversary.
Yeah.
At the birth of His Majesty and the Selector, you know?
Right. And what form it going to take?
Eh?
What form it going to take?
Well, one, we light the fire like tomorrow night, but we want it to be as educational as possible, especially when it comes to His Majesty's contribution to the Black liberation struggle, you know?
Right.
The Inter-Africa dispute, his involvement in the League of Nations, the UN.
Right.
You know, that normally you don't hear people talking about, because most of what is said of His Majesty is mostly from a biblical point of view, you know?
Yes, and that helped to stifle the thing, just like how the Christendom stifled down Christianity. Because Christianity is a teaching, but Christendom is a set of ritual. No, you're quite right. So when people familiar now with the achievements and the methods of Haile Selassie, they will be able to employ those methods.
Exactly. And in other words, be more realistic.
Realistic.
In terms of the situation we find ourselves in, and what it is that I and I must do.
Exactly.
Liberate I and I self from this, neo-colonialistic.
All right, so now this celebration and this educational occasion that we're keeping as Rastafari, is it being kept for the celebration and entertainment of Rastafari or who?
No, with people, including Rasta.
Yes, so therefore it is being kept for all.
Yes.
Yes.
And Rastafari in the first place, Jerry, was not just a Rasta.
Exactly. Rastafari is a service.
Yeah.
But
part of the liberation struggle to free yourself from colonialism.
Yes. Because liberation is a service, a military service. Don't you know about military service? I have done military service in my country. It's a service. But instead of that, a lot of people have been lulled into religious service and say, okay, we will sing from the book that number Sankey, and then afterward we'll read from that and that. So it come more like a religious service, and the military. Are you there? All right, call him back again for me, please. Yeah, man, we're so glad to hear from IAV telling us the latest about the Pit for 130th anniversary celebration, and telling us about the sensitization of the organizers of Rastafari and Nyabinghi, sensitizing themselves to the fact that more educational use can be made of these occasions. It ringing? Ringing? Is it ringing? All right. Is it ringing now? Yeah, so the realization that better use can be made of these occasions can only be for the good. So instead of religious service, it become an educational service. And the educational service now going to sensitize people to the diplomatic service and the military service and all the different services that Haile Selassie acquainted the rest of the African people with. And he wasn't the first one to do it, because he had other people before, but him bring it up to date more and more. And this is the usefulness, this is what the usefulness of a relay team do. Everyone contribute to reach further and further to the goal. We have to load that and see if him can call back. But anyway, let us get back to the live chat. Live chat and see if him can call back. Bob Cosmic said, Brother Bongo, talking the truth about the team that consisted of Bongo Jerry and Peter Phillips and others. Yeah, true. Non-Reverend Carrington became as treacherous as politicians. Yes, we are not here to beat down Carrington or Brother Gardiner. But the facts are the facts. And I invite anyone to come here and dispute with me what I have said. Not fighting against God, we're talking the truth. Anyone who is a supporter or admirer of Brother Gad can come here and we can examine the facts that he gave a bucket of milk and then like the cow, because he's not really a cow, him can't give milk, but he gave like what is as good as a bucket of milk, and then by shifting and not being steady, being shifting from the principles and shifting from different things. You shift and shift till your back foot kick over the pail of milk, and we'll be able to get maybe 1/4 out of the pail. And the whole of the milk gone to waste when it should have gone to her. In a calf belly, or who want drink milk or drink milk. I never come here for count cow. More live chat. Delroy Henry said, greetings, Bongo Jerry. Thursday blessings. Caribbean expert said, Jerry, the squaddy them dragging them foot on the missing girl case, as plenty of them have gal in a bungle with plenty drama similar to the one that unfolded in this case of Donnelly. Very true. And you see, you have certain kind of work, where you can be all about. And through you all about, you have gal in every town. And through your handle money, you can give them a little small money. Sometimes them will give you money too. But you have gal all about, if you deal with them good. Traditionally, taxi man and truck driver and seaman, man we work on ship, and police, they all about, have gal all about, and not treat most of them good. Don't treat most of them good. You're quite right. Gal in a bungle. Johnny Johnson said, nobody calling Bagaway a name, but they calling the political philosopher Honorable Marcus Garvey. Seen? Morgan Baylor say, arrogant man. Him want train. So him can put you there without interruption. So he can put you in there without interruption. Have a call? Alright, let's get back to the phone. Good afternoon, welcome. Afternoon and welcome. Good afternoon, welcome to the program. Are you there? Alright. Delroy Henry said, Mr. Small, every single thing that touches our life, religion, socially and politically, must be an instrument of our liberation, or we must throw it into the trash can. You're quite right. Sly Slick said. In Sawyer's Trelawney, there is a marker of stone to a man who fell from his horse and died. Do you know who this was? Yes, I know. It was Reverend Spratt. Them say on this place, Reverend Spratt was thrown from him horse and died a few hours later. And they are erecting this stone here that everybody must be warned that they must be prepared for death at any time. Because Reverend Spratt never knows him never dead. Reverend Spratt, Trelawney, Sawyers, yeah. Good afternoon and welcome. Welcome.
Yeah, Naya Bingi.
What go on?
Naya Bingi, man. You know, say, the brethren just attack from the Naya Bingi movement.
Yeah.
Them that talk, it just flash back to my mind the first time I tried Naya Bingi. You know, them time I just hear Rastafari, you know?
Yeah.
And Kingston, me live, and me say our next virgin there, and me I say, want to try Naya Bingi, you know, if you know it's part it a keep. So the man tell me, yeah. You know, it's part, them tell the man, long when the man never know a way, no job.
Yeah.
Yeah. We jump in a vehicle and we take transport till we end up somewhere where we meet a taxi man and he must say, so we know some. Sometimes I think I see him in a man to be there so still. And he might tell me, say, so we know some Rasta man where the man they are Naya Bingi man, you know. They go drop you upon them ends because they most can't tell you where to go and drop upon our ends, you know, and when we go there, you know, it's like we go see some Naya Bingi man and get ready for go on Naya Bingi, but the vehicle if we carry them not reach in yet.
Yeah.
So we go in there and we tell them what go on, you know, and they must say, yeah man, a Naya Bingi we go. But the man when him come into the vehicle, you know, next Naya Bingi man, you know, it's like when him see we, like I try first, he must see we, and probably in Kansas we are Kingston Rasta man too, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I tell you, Ja, the man start lick sound, you know, Ja.
Yeah, them are testing our spirit, them call it, testing our spirit.
Well, I never test that spirit, you know, but if I test that spirit, I don't feel like I say test spirit, but everybody them thing different still. The man start lick sound, you know, and the brethren there still, and we don't walk no more and say one thing.
Yes.
Right? Because I mean, I pay the fears. You understand me, and I don't plan about how much money I got take on. If I got spend a 2 or 3 days, how much money I got need, so you know, for reach back on my yard, you know?
Yeah.
By the time, money for run down. So, through the extra traveling around now, kind of burn out money out of pocket, you know, Ja. I tell you straight, the food money too, you know, come. If your money have to dead, come reach back on my yard.
Right.
But it kind of burn out the food money. Anyway, anytime we do go now, I'm in the vehicle, I go and, like, I reach a gas station and I see him come around now and, you know, I ask the money. I'm glad for that still, because the way my chat still, you know, I say, oh, this Virgin. I say, why Virgin feel like me I beg him a drive, Ja.
Yeah.
So I'm glad when him come around for something for put gas in a vehicle, you know, so I give him what me have, you know.
Yeah.
I'm going to Bingy, now the Mantico be there, you know, and they know, because I'm going to start licking on John. He's a man, me all day, they're young, I'm going to ask them, what if you know, I don't know, me see so as a man who love give away, you know. I'm going to start to buzz me like an electrical bridge in there, you know, and him sister, you know, and him say, oh, you want some food? I don't know. Hey.
I have it.
Hey, let me show a man something, man. That's some man that talk Rasta. I say, as a young youth that I chat up Rastafari and go amongst the hygiene. Come never go nowhere but now, Bingy. So I tell you, Selassie the Almighty. So I walk with the man who says Selassie the Almighty. But the same time I go there and I observe over the years.
Which part you did finally find in the Bingy?
I think I see him Pit 4, that's what them call it?
Pit 4, yeah.
Yeah, I think I did some, man. Yeah, man. I can remember the night when we reached and I go up there, look rain did fall on me. I told me I used to flat gun, I used to ease.
Yeah.
I sleep too tight, the bedroom, I go to tell me I'm weak.
Yeah. So you're weak out.
I'm weak. You understand me? But Rasta flat gun, me used to me a straight Kingston, man.
Yeah.
Me no used to use them something there. And whereas rain did fall at night, and me all can see me a walking. I tell you. But overall still, when I find myself always a set of bridge in them still, because when I start to link some bridge in a Spanish town, you know, right on the same ground where I there now, Crimblin know about it, because that's where I know Crimblin from. Yeah. Right up at Japita ends, because that's where I live right now. Right? And see what go on amongst the ones, I always said to them, then, it's like you say a division, you know, it's like we not pull together in a one accord, one after this and one after that, all the whole way at the Rastafari.
Fighting a spirit.
So me as I said to the ones them say, then come to the words of His Majesty, you know, come to His Majesty teaching, just trying to get that oneness, you know.
Yeah.
But the whole way have a one saying, King Selassie the highest, the Almighty. You know, so we have to then, to break the division or this confusion when we kind of see amongst ones and ones, we could just focus the words of His Majesty and we could just walk accordingly, you know, but overall, we learn over the years still, you know, as I say, as I talk about even the same bridge in the front of the 12 drive there, you know. As Garnet Silk used to say, a man is just a man, you know. All have to just do our best, you know.
Yeah, what happened is that in many churches and a religious organization, a few little people, maybe 2 or 3 or 4, them concentrate all of the authority in those 2 or 3 or 4 people, sometimes one person.
Yeah.
And after a while, Gad, otherwise known as Brother Gad, him have some people live near him.
Yeah.
So him see those people every day and those people see him every day. And him can help them in a little way and them help him. And him must see them every day. So eventually him have a little hardcore of people around him.
Yeah.
Where every day them tell him, say, you're right. Everything him say, them say, you're right, Brother God. You're right, Brother God. And in many churches, and even other kind of organization, football organization, track and field, you will have a little core of people who always telling one person, sometimes is the founder of the track organization, you're right, man, you're right, you're right, you're right, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Then the larger amount of people who are not around that person every day might not have that habit of saying you're right from morning till night. When they come together, they more expect to come together and say, what next? What are we planning? But by the time them come together every other day and say, what are we planning? The hardcore already accept from the shepherd. Say, you're right, man, you know what to do. Anything you say is so. So by the time them get around every other day to say, we could decide what we're doing. Them have a little hardcore where say, the leader already know, man. Just tell, we don't have a plan, not man. When the leader, anything the leader say, I too, I go with it. Yeah. So you gradually develop a culture of overwhelming the congregation. That little hardcore around the leader overwhelm the congregation all the while and say, you don't need to question the leader, man. And you're not even close to the leader because you only come here every 2 days, but we live here with the leader. And after a while, that culture of not questioning and of being overrun by the majority, like how the Labour writes them. Most of the supporters and members of the Labour Party don't know what's going on, you know. But the hardcore round wholeness now beat them down and say, just keep down where they make no trouble, man. We don't need no discussion about nothing, man. The leader already know what to do. And if you don't like what the leader said, just leave from here, some man, Kawa. You understand? So that style developed in many groups and organizations all around the world. And therefore, people become swell-headed. Yeah. People become on way. I could have encouraged people to boost me up, you know. And I could have encouraged people to nobody discuss nothing. But I just tell you how it go because I have the most experience. I don't like that at all because I know say that is a rotten way.
Yeah, because we see that still. Because most time, it's like we are dealing with reasoning. Make a reason out a point or the point to go ahead. You know, it's like most time the crowd run with the man who feel like him are the toughest or
yeah.
You know, feel like him more bullish, you know.
Yeah, but
we see them things that too, cause even right after when me there when them keep the bring up Irish pen there so them say the birds in the jump into the fire.
Yes.
Yeah, for them time there and the tabernacle pulled on up and was building a little 1 year where them did that gather before them cast and Naya Bingi there. You know, I say tabernacle pull up and them I use the bamboo to make the top. But what's they doing them I do is like them not thinking enough before them approach the world. Them go up there and want just do things.
Yes, but here the song. Here a key thing. Here a key thing. Here a key thing. His Majesty did get a wider, it's not about really modern. His Majesty get a wider education than most Ethiopian. Because him get Ethiopian teacher and him get some teacher from foreign when him a little boy.
Yeah, sure.
One of the teacher where him get did come from the Caribbean, you know. But he was a little Roman Catholic like Deacon. So when you read about him, you believe say he was a Frenchman, but he was really one of the men in the French colony in the Caribbean. And anyway, his Majesty get a wider teaching than most youth growing up. And the wider teaching supply him with the understanding that there's many other ways to do things.
Yeah.
And in the modern world, it suits you to have a choice of ways of doing things. And if you know more than 1 or 2 language, you will also have more available easy knowledge because you will be able to read French book, English book, and also Amharic book. So His Majesty from your little youth was being prepared to widen experience. Through him experience getting widened by his father when he grew up. By the time his father died when he was 11, 12, he have such a wide background that he was able to continue to develop himself all when his father died. And he was determined, say, Ethiopia have to join the World Organization. Because there was a World Organization before United Nations, you know. You didn't know that? Yeah, man, there was a World Organization to try reason out things before war start. That was a specific purpose of the organization. Say, make we have a place where we reason every week so that if war crop up, they come reason it and we find a way to counteract the war. And because after the First World War, them form that, you know. Because them say, boy, we never have a world war yet, you know, and we don't want no more come. So let us form an organization that will meet regularly, that if a war crop up between 2 countries, which we know can spread to every country, we quash it down before it reach World War. So that they name the League of Nations. All of the nations, them come in league with one another. So His Majesty as a young man now, him at 30-year-old when that farm, you know. Yeah. And him in control of Ethiopia, but him not crowning him, is just crown prince. That means him coming like prime minister. And him say, boy, me want Ethiopia going to this organization now. Because I know Italy well want to come near my land. But if we in this organization and Italy in them now go here for just run coming in our land and the other country them not ball out. So from early His Majesty start apply for Ethiopia and some other country like Italy I vote against them and say don't let them in, you know, but he make them come in, him get them in early. So when we start learn of these different works of Haile Selassie even before him crown, and find out how skillful him is and how him know to negotiate and know to make contact and counteract argument and quash down fight. There's so much more to learn from him. I was reaching an interesting part in the conversation with Ivy a little while, where I was going to ask him if him did know that His Majesty was active in the UNIA. You know the UNIA? UNIA. Yeah.
Africa?
No, that is the Marcus Garvey organization, UNIA.
Yeah.
And His Majesty was active in it, you know.
Yeah.
But most Rasta don't know His Majesty was active in the UNIA. Him active in it because I want to form links with we in the Western world. And it's because he was active in the UNIA why Marcus Garvey know about him long before him crowned.
Yeah.
And Marcus Garvey started to tell some people about him, but him not call him name all the while. Him only tell him, say, boy, a king going crown in Africa, you know. Because him know of a guy running a country in Africa and him don't crown yet. So you can imagine when him crown, how much more authority him going to have to make some good move. So Marcus was conscious of that. Said this young man here, send money come give UNIA. And him send come tell UNIA, say any amount of land where you want in Ethiopia, you can get it. So he must say, if you might just crown prince now, and he might make them contacts there and I promise with them thing. You can imagine when him crown now, how we are going to set good. You can imagine?
Yeah.
So Garvey was conscious of the king and the king was conscious of Garvey. And two of them are two young men, you know. So you can see the amount of things we can learn from them and they when we start study back the things them what them did do. Instead of we did a deal with pure religion around the young man them, we start deal with studying them actions and what them did do. And we will be able to carry out them the things better.
And that is something me feel when me look around, me say lacking. We're not studying enough, you know, of our history.
Yeah.
And our great leaders, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like that is lacking. You know.
Look upon all His Majesty, you know. Some Rastaman visit Ethiopia 1961 and them reason with His Majesty. And him get a better idea about Jamaica. And then some government minister come visit him 3 years later, you hear me?
Yeah,
3 years later, some government minister come visit Selassie Ethiopia, you know. But I know him them come to know, them come to study how to build house cheap. Yeah. And through Ethiopia, they have a technique how to build house cheap. Them leave Jamaica and go on a study of low-cost housing in Ethiopia.
Yeah.
So the minister of housing in Jamaica, one man named Tavares from down at Pienland, go Ethiopia for study low-cost housing because he's the minister of housing in Jamaica. And him going to get them knowledge and come back to Jamaica and learn how to build house cheaper. When him was there, him get a chance to meet His Majesty, and His Majesty tell him, say, I would like to make a contribution to Jamaican life. I would like to make that contribution in the area of education. Remember, IAV just talked about him wanted the Bingy to be educational.
Yeah.
But His Majesty said to the Minister of Jamaica Housing, I would like to make a contribution in the area of education in Jamaica. Take this money and go back to Jamaica and set up a polytechnic. You know what is a polytechnic?
No.
A polytechnic is a technical university. It not deal so much with social science like sociology and politics. It deal with the different skills engineering, agriculture, mining and all them things. The polytechnic. Poly mean many and technic mean technical. So it's a university that teach many different technical things. Yeah. His Majesty gave the Minister of Housing of Jamaica in 1964 some money, a whole heap of money, and said, take this to Jamaica and build a polytechnic university and make them know, say, my contribution that. 2 years later, His Majesty come in at the Caribbean. And when him come in at the Caribbean, we hear about it, say him there nearby. And we start to agitate, say him come nearby, and we want him to come to Jamaica. That time Jamaica government not really invite him yet, you know.
Yeah.
But when them see how things are kick up and when them see the bad feeling where they there after them kill off all up a Rasta Carl Garden 3 years before, them decide, said if them know we're good for them better invite Selassie to come to Jamaica. But them no well want him coming because them know, so them no build the school. Him give them the money 2 years before and them no build the school, so them no well want him come. But If they know what better, if them know what good for them better him come and him can show him the school more than them don't bring him and the place going to catch a fire. Because that's what was going to happen, you know. That's what was going to happen. But when them invite him and him come to Jamaica after we've pressured them. Just like how them demonstrate at Sri Lanka till the man left out of the president palace. And so we pressure them at Jamaica till them go send diplomatic man in London to contact Ethiopian embassy and ask his majesty if him can come here. At time his majesty I don't plan to come here, because him know say from him come nearby here. Him know say Rasta go kick up backside of Jamaica. And them go have to go call it. Because his majesty have experience, you know. You know, a man a play a ball game and him know say for him winger down the line, go shift the guy and then center the ball, because him know him winger stay. And so his majesty know the game, you know. And I read the play 3-4 plays ahead, you know.
Player.
So that's why I'm back them up in a corner. And when him down a trainer, them send tell him say, before him reach a trainer, but when him that trainer, him get the final word, say, please come because we don't want to catch a place, catch a fire. And him fly come to Jamaica. And as him come at 2 things, him ask them, say. Him say, I would like to be taken to the shrine of Marcus Garvey to pay my respects. Because his majesty knows him have to quash down the dispute between him and Garvey. That people no hate Garvey. Because when older people hear say Garvey cuss off Selassie, them start hate Garvey now, but his majesty no want that animosity continue between the two groups. So the first thing as him land, him said to them, say, take me to Garvey shrine. And the next day, him say, take me to the school where my son come build down here. And of course, there was no school for him to see, but them have to admit to him, say, boy, we no ability no, sir, but we would like you lay the cornerstone. Pure embarrassment, you know. But still, I said, no way, I do chess game, I play.
Yeah.
And these guys here right now back up in a chess game. And if we know ourselves, we would realize, say, we depend them and we have them back up in a chess game. Sometimes you have somebody back up and you don't know, you know. Because you not read the game. You don't even know. Say, do you know it is good to know when you are ahead of the game?
Yeah.
Many people are ahead of the game and don't know. Merle Natty used to be ahead of the whole field and don't know. And she start fret and look behind her. And once you look behind her, people party. When you turn your head and the neck muscle them turn, you stride short and right away, you know.
Yeah.
A soft pole is the same thing. Him frightened and don't know where the people them there and look behind him, or when him hear footstep a come, him get nervous and him foot tighten up and the people them just pass him easy. The professional people like Shelley and Miss Thompson and Sharika Jackson, they do not get panic and them don't shorten them stride and them don't stop pump them arm properly.
Yeah.
And your belly drop out before you pass them. Thank you very much, yes, sir.
Yeah, man, bless up. That's all.
Yes, I am. We have one. Good afternoon and welcome. Afternoon and welcome. Are you there? Next call. Yeah, we hope that IRV can make back contact with us because it was interesting hearing him telling us some of the improvements that the Bingy House decide to implement to make the celebration them more useful. Let's get back to the phone. Good afternoon, welcome.
Greetings, Brother Jerry.
Yes, ma'am.
I have been waiting for you to call him now, please. You hear?
But I don't have no number for him.
Yes, I gave it to the engineer, the 404. I think it's 4776. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Aisha.
I gave it.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much. We're going to call him. Thank you,
Yeah,
Aisha.
he's waiting now. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. All right. So, we have one waiting. All right, I'm going to take it and you call Nayavi, you know, right? All right, let's go. No. Good afternoon. Welcome. All right, let us persist. We're not going to get flustered or we're not going to shorten with stride. We're going to take the lesson them of the professional, of the champion them. That's the difference between champion and also ran. They also ran. Them named upon the paper, but them never persist to the end. The race is not for the swift, and this battle is not for the strong, but for those who fight on longer than the strong and run on longer than the swift. All right, the numbers are, all right, let's take the call. Ready? Good afternoon, welcome.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yes, I. Go ahead, please, sir.
Well, know, the lessons from the athletes, them, you know, is a really wonderful lesson.
Yeah,
you know, especially how you explain it. And me I really take on a lesson there for myself because sometimes I lament too much about what government should do and what them not do.
Yeah.
When we really know what and what we must do as a people, you know, especially personally, you know, to ensure, say, boy, when the time comes, we can do the work and we not lose no farm a stride, you understand?
Yes, and sometimes as a political athlete, you hear me?
Yes. Yes, man, I'm listening.
As an athlete, you have to probably move from sprint and you find out there's a long distance race.
Precisely.
Have I have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Go ahead,
yeah,
please.
Man. You know, me take in Shelley, especially from 2008.
Yes.
Right, and you know, as a man, me not lie. At the first time, you know, athletes bring me to tears, and from that, me I follow her because I remember what she had to go through when you know them say a VC brown should have there the Olympics. And me see how her determination from her face and
me I tell you, man.
So, I see when she win it, man. Me I tell you, man. I feel so proud. Me feel like I'm here with it.
What you mean, man?
I'll tears a joy in my eye for her, man.
I tell you, and even now, 14 years later, when you look back on it, it'll move your same way.
Oh gosh, man, I tell you, because last time I watched it on YouTube again, you know. But Jerry, these are some lessons where we Jamaican people have to take from our athletes. We can't just talk about the crime and the violence alone, and we not take the valuable lesson and put in politically and economically and personally.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Especially the lesson where 2 days ago, the licensed firearm holder, where I drive up the road, see the boy, them ride down upon the nurse lady, lick her down, and when them lick her down, she now let go the bag and them start to drag her now, and him just take time come down upon them. Him not draw him gun yet, him come down upon them and him shout them, and say, let go the woman, and him see the boy a dip for him waist, and that time him now dip and fall back, and clot one of them. No, him not clot one yet, them ride off. Them ride off and go crash. And then now him get to clap one of them, put him on him back. And the other one run gone. But we soon find that one there. Lovely lesson. As some man feel will license firearm.
Straight.
Thank you very much.
You know, one more thing, Jerry. As I bring up that, in the US, where the 16 children them die and 2 teachers.
Yeah.
And about how much officer over 400 of them with a power weapon.
Yes.
That's a lesson where we Jamaican people.
No, tell me what with the officer. Tell me what with the officer.
Huh?
Tell me what happened with the officers.
Well, them get afraid and coward.
You know what, man? Them a whole heap of them in some high power weapon and battle camouflage and all kind of thing. Them a crawl down the corridor 2 side. Whole heap of them in about 18. Them a crawl down the corridor 2 side and them reach one door now. Then reach a passage, turn right turn. And when they turn the right turn, and the shooter must see them and clap up 2 shots. But the shot lick off of the wall, you know. And they lick a piece of concrete them. Lick in the policeman face, you know. And when them feel a little fine concrete, I lick them face. No bullet no lick them face, you know. Just a little fine concrete, I lick them face, you know. You want to see them a run with them high power weapon, 10 of them, you know, run out from one man, you know. And leave the children in there for something like some hours, you know. And them outside stand up and wait till shot done, you know. Stand up outside and wait till the gunman shot done and them kill off as much as possible. At that time, them are going. And in that period of time, the 16 picnic and school teacher get dead one by one when the coward them run go hide from the one gunman.
Yes, and we have 2 gunmen in Jamaica, Zin, and most of us seems like we are hide. You understand, from these 2 gangs. And we Jamaican people need to take up lessons and courage and say, look here, we're going to organize and do what we must. Because many of our children are dying economically every alley.
I hear this now. I forgot to a vital phone call, yeah.
Yeah, man, do so,
Hold on, man. Listen. I forgot to a vital phone call. And as I said, do what we have to do. And if it come to the test, And we mustn't wait till it comes to the test. We must be preparing.
Yeah,
Prepare for disarm them.
Yeah, man.
Prepare for disarm. And look here. There's a cost, you know there's a cost. You know there's a cost?
Yeah, man.
Cost it what? Here's man. Allow me look. Cost it what it will. No matter what it costs. Yet we're not going to waste our life, them, you know.
No.
May I tell you, man? Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Yeah, big up. Go to the call, my boss.
Yes,
Respect.
sir. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Yes, give thanks again, Jerry.
Yes, I have. As you were saying, and I taught them things for years all the way. Let us make better use of these dates and celebration and make them be, what them call them, utilitarian. In other words, them can use, not just come together, enjoy yourself and reason and play music, but they must be useful. And as I say, the educational content of this celebration is going to be a new thing, and you're going to educate the people about His Majesty work in the liberation struggle, the economic struggle. Because you remember the OAU?
Yeah, man.
You remember the building that His Majesty donate?
Yes, Africa Hall.
Africa Hall. And what was it built for?
It was built for inter-Africa, the unification, liberation.
No. Him built it first for the Economic Commission on Africa, headed by Mr. Gardner. And it was during Addis waiting because Selassie have a next plan for it. You remember?
Yeah.
The ECA building. For sure, say he was making the economic preparation, just like how he was helping the liberation movement, and just like how he was helping Jamaica. Him sent to Jamaica in 1961 and say, send a technical mission, because I would like all Peace Corps volunteers in Ethiopia to be replaced by Jamaicans. I would like all agricultural extension officers to be replaced by Jamaicans. And that was what the technical mission come back and report, you know. But when them land back March 1962, 1 month before the election, Bustamante win the election, and Manley, who did look like him would have implemented His Majesty's plan, lose the election, and Bustamante boasts after the 10th of April when he win the election, him boasts that not 1 penny of my government going to spend for no technical mission or no repatriation. So anyway, so I only try strengthen you by show you say.
No, we give thanks for them information that Jerry, because you see, enough information where they have. The average Rasta brethren and sisters out there don't have it. Then, so it is very important to bring these information to the fore.
Yes, because that will make people know more what them capable of doing.
And people will look at the movement in a more realistic manner.
Right.
Because to a large extent, Rastafari would have almost one reflect or resemble Christianity.
That is what has happened exactly so. The same thing that happened to Christianity and transform most of it into Christendom. Same thing.
Yeah, so I look upon it now that the role and the thing then that His Majesty had to do as a statesperson, as a leader of a country, these are the things that I have to face and have to look at.
Take up back and continue. Yes, sir.
How I can implement these programs because look, how we come up in a Jerry, I hear about 7 mile of Black Star Line, you know.
Yes.
Then, and I know realistically that will never happen.
Yes, not without we form a shipping company.
Exactly. Then, so I have to look at the program now. For example, we have brethren and sisters in the Nyabinga house right now. 3 come forward yesterday from Tanzania. 4 still in Tanzania. We have even other brethren that went before. But we have to look on the pioneer mission and the pioneer program that if we're talking about repatriation, we have to look at these things. But anyway, going forward to the program that we have in here, starting tomorrow, right back to the 1st of
August.
August, which is Emancipation Day. So, like, I had completed basically this weekend, but next weekend now, we're having some workshops where, you know, we're teaching the youth, the Rasta youth now, skills, because even when you are educated, you find that you leave university and you can't get a job.
Yes, that means that leaving university, you're supposed to can self-employ.
Yes, but that is not being taught in schools coming up. As you rightfully point out, Jerry, the educational system was designed for you and we as black people to come out and be servants to the system.
Work for people, keep people books, count other people money, accountant for count other people money.
Exactly. And reason with one of these politicians, you know one said to I and I, which was very revealing, that this national educational system was structured in order to get black youth, because the Baptist movement was dealing with an educational system where you call free thinkers, people that develop liberation, theology, and but educational system now come and incorporate everybody and program them.
Yes.
And so we want our youth now to learn skill that them can go out there and live off of them skill. So, we're having these type of workshops.
All right, there, so I just want to ask you two things,
Yes.
I got to know the Empress out of the Bubble House who used to be principal of Ferncourt. I got to know her through Empress Esther. And at 2 times in the early 2000s, I go out there go sit in with her. And that is one of the most outstanding educators in Jamaica history, before she comes to Rasta,
Yeah.
She was principal of Ferncourt, acting and unappointed. 11 years between acting and being appointed. After that, she became one of the principal officers in the Ministry of Education with some new program. And after that, she fell on hard times and became homeless. And in at that time, a Bubba brethren, I think his brethren, I don't know if a sister involved, Bubba brethren befriend her and carry her out on the foundation. And she went out there and she continued work started before by Priest Donald Jackson. A Rasta man will come back here with a master's in chemistry 1973.
Yeah, man. I know Jackson.
And imagine now the Bubble House been having all school out there from them time, till she now come as a principal with even more experience than Jackson. And all after them great works are gone. She is ravaged and robbed and raped and killed. We also have to prepare ourselves to protect our people. Anywhere we're there in Jamaica, we're protecting all people, but starting with our family first. Rastafari and starting with all other people, continuing with all other people. The next thing I want to ask you, just like how you talk about His Majesty's involvement in all kind of activity, did you know that His Majesty was active in the UNIA?
No, honestly speaking, no.
Yes, I was active in the UNIA. When I was 18 years old, one of my relatives tell me about it, because several of my relatives did in there. 1966, one of my relatives tell me about it, His Majesty. That time His Majesty just crowned as Crown Prince. 4 years, Him and Marcus Garvey set off on them international work 4 years, 1916, Marcus Garvey go to America for Booker T, and him dead, and Marcus Garvey take over Booker T work. His Majesty Crown Prince. And by the time Marcus become one of the most prominent black American organizers and decided to keep an international convention in 1920. Rastafari in Ethiopia sent a delegation to the first convention of the UNIA in 1920. And my relative tell me about it, And it's 2 years' time, 1968, before I meet Mrs. Garvey. And I ask her about it and she gave me the fullness of it. Because she'll write it in our book before. The Rastafari sent a delegation to the 1920 convention. And him give them 2 envelopes. He make them know do not get up and talk in the convention. You understand me?
Yeah.
Don't talk in the convention. Take it step at a time. The same time, him organize, that time League of Nations of Farm, but him visualize them thing. And he give them 2 envelopes. One of the envelope having some money, a huge donation. And Mrs. Garvey confirmed it to me after my relative tell me about it in 1966. One of the envelopes having a huge donation, and the other envelope having a letter from Tafari to Marcus Garvey, inviting him to come to Ethiopia, and any amount of land where him want, the UNI will get it. But what happened is this, and I asked Mrs. Garvey, then how come the organization never take advantage of this? She said it was not until it was in 1920 or it was 22. She said it was not until them get in trouble with Liberia that Marcus Garvey decided to reveal it to the congregation because they were now in trouble with Liberia and he was now being charged and being tried to be put in prison. And him explained to the member them who asked him, why you never tell about this long time? Say Liberia was in the process of granting you and I a whole heap of land. A whole heap of them ships was in the Liberia harbor. And
Ethiopia or Liberia?
No, a Liberia had extended these things to them and him never want to distract the people from Liberia to Ethiopia. And at the same time now, the Firestone company from in America penetrate the Liberian government and tell them, say Marcus Garvey go take over Liberia. And the president king of Liberia react against the UNIA, seize all of the ship them in the harbor, take away all the goods and take away the land and give it to Firestone. That is how Firestone.
I know about the part there. Firestone company, rubber company.
Yes, so Mrs. Garvey explained to me, say, because they never want, and him told the people that it would be more expensive to travel over the continent to Ethiopia than to go to the near West Africa, Liberia. But it was a tactical error. But we know, I just want to reinforce that His Majesty didn't make that contact. And the two young men, them was supposed to be working together. That is how Garvey get to know about His Majesty before him crown. And that's why the movement named Rastafari movement, because the movement start even before His Majesty crown.
I always said that to Jerry. I always said that. You know, that the movement started while His Majesty was still called Rastafari.
Exactly so.
Yeah, I always said that. You know?
All these... Yes.
No, I just want to give thanks to them information there. And these are the things now where, as I say, and that is I plan, to use these occasions to educate, organize, mobilize.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I know that none of these governments, PNP and GLP, none of them is going to work in the interest and benefit of the Rastafari or the liberation of the people. Because we can't see them any other than puppets. And I want to tell you something to Jerry. I listened to Ian Boyne's program one night time on TVG, Profile. And I have a brother who is a JA black youth, but he's a historian. And he hold a post in one of the universities in the US, where the first black man to hold that post. And that post was established from 1915.
Yes.
And the first black man. But you know when come say? Instead have documents to prove that Bustamante and Norman Manley signed on to the British government never to allow a next 1938 uprising to take place.
But I know this, and they were warned. Both America and England. They were warned by two major men in Jamaica against Rastafari, and both America and England helped to rise up the JLP and the PNP. The PNP was raised up sincerely, but they infiltrated from early and derailed it deliberately, but they also use it to counteract the Garvey movement and the Rastafari movement. That was the main purpose of the JLP and the PNP.
And to create a division among people that exists until today, where rather than fighting the enemy, we fight with one another.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, going back to the program, we're having and say the mountain won't come to you, Jerry, you have to go to the mountain.
Yeah.
So, because of all type of ism and schism that have been happening into the movement over these years, the movement have become somewhat unattractive. You remember when I and a youth come up, 60s, 70s, Rastafari was attractive to I and I.
Yes, man. It's a youth movement. Rastafari was the leadership of the youth movement.
Yes. Now we have a lot of youth. I come wrap up them head, but on their career, them are look in the music.
Yes.
And looking at career, it means you have to belittle the integrity of the movement and yourself in order to become established in a certain way. So it's not like when I and I did a youth come up and I think revolution or I think liberation. So I know plan and the 1st of August to go out there in the public with some other football field of the Boulevard, Howard Cook Boulevard. And where we can have some football match, but we use the afternoon part of the day to educate with people, especially about the role that Sam Sharp and his followers played in 1834, 1838. We call them emancipation period, emancipation apprenticeship era. But our people, St. James is where the rebellion or the uprising, the centralize or focus itself. But how many of we youth know these things?
Not conscious side, not conscious side. But,
exactly.
but what you have to do, like Marcus Garvey, we have to master the skill of imparting information in an interesting way. It's a special skill and it can be achieved. Impart information in an interesting way that will hold the youth attention. And that is where music, drama, football, all of these things come in.
Yes, yeah, definitely. We know, sir.
And if you have a competition, simple things can bring the youth mind around little by little.
Yes.
If you have a competition named the Sam Sharp football competition, little by little, the importance of Sam Sharp and what him do will come in as a byproduct of. You understand me?
Yeah. Totally agree with that, you know? Because they're supposed to know that for 11, 12 years straight down a Beer Road, Westmoreland, where man live, I had the Marcus Garvey knockout competition.
Yes.
Competition. And it was hundreds of youth that come up.
Yes, I know.
Hundreds, about 12, 16 team and them thing there, you know? So
and your area is a area where some of the key activity, matter of fact, the start of the 1938 thing was right in that area.
Where people say it was in Frome, Jerry, but it wasn't. Remember, I started in St. Thomas in Surge Island, January 1938.
I know them have a plaque. Them have a plaque up in Islington even about that. But in Frome they know.
Yes.
Yeah, as I said, start at St. Thomas. In Frome, I think them kill a woman. The first person dead is a woman in Frome.
Yes. It started up back at Frome in 1938, April or May.
Yeah.
But it really started. So there's a workers' park at Frome.
Yeah.
It's a workers' park.
Yeah, and all of them plaque. A whole heap of plaque all about on some wall and thing.
Well, and, when they put the plaque now on some trees.
Yes.
But readable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And same way, the Coral Gardens thing must establish some landmark, some plaque and something. And little by little, in a practical way. Because we have to master.
You might know, Jerry, that I was chairperson for the Coral Garden Committee when I got Earl Witter. I remember saying, I meet up at Earl Witter yard.
I remember.
Yeah, but I got Earl Witter to start the investigation 2011.
Yes.
Right? I on that and brought the two first person, Bongo Isaac we pass and now and that Enid we pass and we bring them go down the Harbour Street at Public Defender Office and then send 5 investigators for 3 days at Pit 4. And then
as I talk about public investigator, public I hope you will have even 1 minute to memorialize the work of Tekla McFett, who died last week Sunday, 1 year, we played such a great part in the educational progress of Rastafari, especially at Pit 4 and all of them.
I want to tell you, I say, you see, when they talk about the 16 with the murder up at Bubble Hill,
yeah,
it's Tekla. I come to my mind because Tekla was supposed to be principal of St. Hilda's.
No, man, Brownstone Community College.
Yeah, Brownstone, right. And because I'm Rasta, them this and them that. Yeah, so the discrimination that is netted out to Rastafari and other black liberation-minded people. Run cards, enough of we youth them to run with Ghana, England, Ghana, America, Ghana, Canada, all about. So Jamaica result now in our brain drain.
Yeah.
Some of the brightest minds them have to leave this land because two of them not decide to bow to the system, you know. But we have to really strategize and learn lessons from all our freedom fighters past, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and implement them because, you know, the reality is organized, centralized, but we have to monetize whatever I doing. Because money, economics, has never been a real strong part. And now I'm not talk about Howell because Howell laid out that foundation. But you have so much misleading information within the movement over the past that enough man feel like say, I'm gonna just sit down and pray and clap and chant.
No, but His Majesty did put it in the words, say money is the lifeblood of any government. Not talking about the love of money, but talking about to implement and carry out any program, everything have to be paid for.
Exactly. So, you know, these are things now where we want to embark on journey. That means we're not changing the movement, but the movement must evolve.
Upgrade, I mean. We are improvement.
Yes, it must evolve to the point where it serves the interests of our people.
Yes, and as you mentioned, Rastafari start up as a service to the rest of the black people. The Rastafari movement never come to serve itself. It come to serve the rest of the people. Just like how, you have a lifeguard service. You have a lifeguard service and you have people back in a prison and organize prison escape. Rastafari start up as a service for the rest of the people.
Well, here I know there is a program, but I just want to say this, that the way I want to see, and there are those and I who want to see, bring the movement to a point that our people will see Rastafari as an alternative to PNP and GLP journey.
But that it come because when it rise up in Jamaica, it rise up to announce to the people, say, you owe no allegiance to the royal family of England, and we find our king and country. And this is the big. This is when Marcus Garvey get frustrated, and give up in Jamaica, and then put him in prison 1930, little before His Majesty crown. And right away, the Rastafari movement become more evident to say we owe no allegiance to the rulership of England, and we find our own person. And that man became the man of the year, even by Time magazine. You can imagine the spectacular effect that the Rastafari movement have when they are pointing out now we have no reason to bow any longer to no King of England, and the time come that we're going coming in the 20th century.
Well, these are the things now that I want to reflect, Jerry. Where the movement has been coming from, what it has achieved, what it has done, the 1961 mission to the African continent. And there I mentioned that Her Majesty had proposed a technical mission, but Norman didn't send. Well, the mission that he said, then we never get back because we get back the minority and the majority report. But the technical report, and I personally have never seen, but I know that there was a technical report, and I was told that it was with Neckerford, Rex Neckerford.
Yeah, man, Peter Phillips and our next brethren, John Davis, are them retrieve it out of Nettleford office. And we get to see it, and we keep it.
Yeah, I have never seen it, but I was told.
So what we must undertake to do is to reproduce it by the hundreds and the thousands.
Exactly. Well,
because the man we named Foreman, which was the first ambassador to Ethiopia from Jamaica, he was a part of that technical mission because His Majesty said agriculture must be a high point. And he was the head of the agricultural service in Jamaica. Nettleford went as a sociologist. Dan Mills went as an economist. A man named Arthur Carney who used to work with the United Nations. High profile technical people.
And what about Lake from Antigua?
Yes.
Right, Well, Jerry, just give thanks to the patience and give thanks for the information,
Yeah, man. There's a lot more that can be we can get a lot more results out of cooperation.
Yeah, man. But we just want to remind with brethren and with sisters them and with people that like the fire tomorrow night, right through until the 1st August, celebrating the 130th anniversary of His Imperial Majesty.
All right, we have to go now because we have to play 2 little pieces of music. All the best.
No, man, I see that, man. You like to feel it, Jerry, so give thanks, see?
All right. We can find Sam Cooke right away. Wonderful world. Yes, that has been the program today. That was IAV from the Nyabingi. I was telling you about the 130th anniversary of Haile Selassie's birth. On Saturday, celebrated at Pit 4, Granville, Montego Bay. And it will be a utilitarian or a practical, here's a better word, but it escaped me now, celebration, not just drinking and eating and enjoying ourselves, but having educational input, which will make it all the more entertaining. Educational. Well, let us hear from Sam Cooke. Wonderful world. We're going to run through 3 pieces of music in the time we have leave. Yeah, man, this one requested by Miss Thompson. Go ahead, please. Don't start.
Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. Don't know much about geography. Don't know much trigonometry. Don't know much about algebra. Don't know what a sliding rule is for. But I do know 1 and 1 is 2. And if this one could be with you, what a wonderful world this would be. Now, I don't claim to be an A student.
And that's a life when I promote the ice of level. Better know. So we just burn them evil concept because we say that is a destruction to the humanity. So me I say, better know. Wanna watch it now? Hey, check this, check. Jaja City, Jaja Town, them want fit on it in a cowboy town. Wanna look and know. Jaja City, Jaja Town, them want fit on it in a dead man town. Wanna look and know. Mr. John Jacob and John Brown. We now want no more than in a town. Mr. Happy got so lucky, she got happy out. We now want no more dead body. Well, Mr. Joe kill quick. We don't want no more hit. We don't want no more grave. We don't want no more casket. Well, life we promote, which is righteousness. Saddam get a lick. We don't look and know. Jaja City, Jaja Town, them want to turn it in a cowboy town. We don't look and know. Bloody city, bloody town, or turn it in a rude boy town.
Yes, man, that one about Kingston and Mobile, where all the shootout are going, license firearm holder. But you just hold your peace, make Pit 4 go through Saturday. Let us hear again for Donald Lee. Donaldson missing in action. Don't believe him, Donna. He's lying. Let's hear it.
Stay